Because we can't see it. Why would you do that? You know it's basic gaming. You know it's basic gaming. Why are we so white?
Am I what?
We can't even see James.
Hi guys.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought someone was replying to me and I got really scared. I yelled into the void and the void responded.
Hi, stream. I hope you like
Good.
the setup. Now we can't see Quinn. Fuck. And I look so weird.
Okay.
Oh,
Done
it's
it.
fine. It's fine.
My
Guys,
head's partially not in the frame. I can't see it because Lockie's sitting squarely in front of the monitor.
Move it back a bit. Is that better?
I think
Lucky-
it,
I think
no.
it has
Now
a-
we can't see Quinn.
It has a zoom on it, right?
Why don't we just zoom out
What?
With the
with the camera?
Your
Lucky,
camera,
no.
not the screen.
Lucky,
No,
the lens.
The lens, the camera.
Is that better?
Yeah,
Lucky,
keep going.
you have a screen behind you that you can use to
Oh my
gauge.
God. Oh my god.
It's a little bit
bro.
better.
And then just move it. Yeah, a little bit. No, that's a lot. Okay, wait.
Sexy.
Can you shuffle yourself over?
We can see everyone.
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Am I in the frame?
You are in the frame.
Am I entirely in the frame?
No, your
I can't see.
your left side is gone.
Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. but-
No, don't touch it.
You know, guys, I think we should start again.
Oh no, we should
Sorry,
leave it
guys.
like this.
Fuck it,
This
we'll leave
is
it.
right.
Uh-oh, something's gone wrong.
What are you doing?
Lucky can't be trusted with the cameras. While that's going on, don't focus on that stream. Just focus on the sound of my voice because welcome back. Yo, what's up? My name's Holly. Welcome back to Chronicle. This is a place where some of my favorite people and I will get together, tell some awesome stories, and hopefully take you guys along for the ride with us. Unfortunately, Lucky is still doing something over there, but it's fine because you're focusing on me. Look at your man. Now back to me.
I'm leaving it. It's fine.
I think Horse just farted and then woke himself up. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know what's happening.
I think that's just stuck. Oh. Oh my god, Horse is so smart.
Horse is a genius.
Be check.
We are back to play some D&D again. I would like everybody to know an update. We're still using the paper towel stand. Everybody else gets really nice camera stands and tripods. You know what I get? Paper towel.
You wanna swap?
You know what else I got? You want a DM?
No, I mean, like, I can... Look, ready? Hey, guys.
Okay, so now I don't have a camera at
Don't worry,
all.
I've got you.
So now Lockie doesn't have a camera at all, and it's
Welcome
all,
back to me.
everything is just James. Oh my God.
3 views of me.
I just want to be killed. I just want to be killed.
Hi, back in frame. Alright, looking good.
I really feel like I've got to start the intro again. What the fuck?
Doing it, guys.
We're back to play D&D. I guess. I don't really know, to be honest. The horse is crying because Lockie's scary.
I'll be trying
Started
to,
yelling
honestly.
about nightmares. Yeah, we're playing D&D 5th edition. This is campaign 2, episode 4. If you want to watch the other episodes, too bad because they're not on YouTube.
Episode 1's up.
Episode 1 is on YouTube, so you can go and watch that. But you
Episode
can't
2
watch...
as soon as it's titled.
Oh, so now it's my fault. I would like everybody to know that I'm sick of these conditions. First of all, I have the paper towel stand. Second of all, I was viciously called Healy and Hoily
Don't bring the squeaky toy.
on the squeaky toy.
Hoily is pretty good, though.
Oh my god.
Stream. This is my last stream as DM. I'm giving up.
Don't go to the desk.
I'm giving up. The horse is under the desk.
There's nowhere for you to go this way.
Where the computer is, so that's gonna be fun. I vote we just short circuit it.
Technically speaking, we can survive without all of the peripherals, and the stream will remain up because the PC is not on desk. Other problems will occur though.
This is true. Also, I feel like I should point out. I don't know if they can see it. Yeah, they can.
Yeah.
I
To
should
the
point out
zoom.
we have.
Whoa.
This.
Oh shit.
I don't know if we've worn them on stream yet.
Pretty sure we have.
This is the Chronicle Gender hoodie that we have.
Yeah.
It's not for sale, but it's pretty sexy.
Uh-huh.
Enough of you. If
Would
enough
you
of you
wear
pay us.
this in public?
I have.
I
Me
also
too.
have worn this in public.
Several times.
This is drawn by Quinn. And Lockie pimped it out. Lockie pimped it out.
Thanks, Lockie.
May not have talent, but I have
And
money.
you know what I did? I sacrifice myself every Friday to be here. What? Hey, stream.
You are.
Radiant.
I'm so fucking white that they could white balance off me. But it's fine because at least I don't have jaundice like last week.
We're making upgrades slowly.
No
Yeah.
more jaundice.
I think this is more of a side grade than an upgrade.
Oh, the horse is crying again.
The horse cry. Trying to think of other updates I
Good job, horse.
can give you guys. What else do we have to say? I don't fucking know. At some point, we're gonna play FNAF 2, but we don't have a date for that.
Real.
At some
Okay.
point. But look forward to that. Because I'll probably cry again. Because I cried in the first one. Which I don't know where the video to that went. I don't know if I saved it on my computer. If I did,
do
I can't
have
find it.
I do have it on my computer. I do have it there.
You just upload it. No edits. It's just us eating like ice cream in the middle.
Oh, I was gonna put that in regardless.
When we're watching the Five Nights at Freddy's thing. I don't know who sung that, but
The Living Tombstone. I'm going to their concert next month.
James just
The dog just snuck her nose in my balls.
I will.
I'm lucky that tea wasn't hot.
Let me go.
Are you stuck, horse?
Yes.
she stuck the heart. What else can I talk about? I've done some stuff and some things
Oh yeah.
this year.
What have you done?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
Damn.
Yeah, that's
That's
what I
pretty
did. I'm trying to think what I did over the last 2 weeks. I made some vegan Peking duck. It was pretty cunt. What did you think,
Ah.
James?
It was peak.
It was pretty Peking duck.
That sounds really good.
Wait, oh, they can't see.
Ah, no.
The stream needs to see
No.
what I'm doing. What's wrong?
The dog has got herself caught in cables.
Oh.
What?
Yes, we can find her a way out.
What
The Way Out.
This stream is going
I
so
think A
smoothly.
Way Out would be a great game for Holly and Lockie to play together.
What is a way out?
A multiplayer game. It's like It Takes Two.
I love It Takes. I really want to play Split Fiction. Split Fiction?
I
She
have it.
splits my diction.
You
Really?
can't stay there.
Hot.
Maybe if the Hort sleeps, she can stay there. But the Hort is
I see
standing.
the hort.
We can see it. Oh my god. There's a view of the horse. Oh, she's
There you go, Hort.
crawling out.
There you
Oh.
go.
Genius.
Good job,
Genius.
Hort. Oh, and
Um,
good night.
yeah, Lockie and I will play. If this video gets 5 likes, Lockie and I will play. What was it? A
A
way,
Way
out.
Out. Yeah.
If this video gets no likes, maybe even just 1 like,
Alright.
I'll come back for the next stream. Everybody, leave in the chat if you'd like me to come back to DM for the next stream. Engagement 101. Like and subscribe. Anyway, nobody's commenting because they know.
No, there's a stream delay. There's a stream delay.
Oh,
We gotta give
no,
them, like,
don't actually. This is me from the future. Don't comment it. So I get released from my prison. No, fuck! Okay. In all seriousness, I think we're ready to play some D&D now.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
How many minutes in are we?
We're like 5?
14.
Yeah.
14.
That's got to be a new record for most faff before a stream.
No, we've done 40 minutes
we've done
before.
worse, yeah.
40 minutes of faff?
Well,
Yeah.
Lockie was on the table once.
I was on the table
He
once.
crawled on the table.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Lockie, look at
What the
him.
fuck? Why are you looking at me like you expecting
You know-
reasoning?
Yeah, that's a good. I mean, it does put dice in his mouth.
Mm.
We can't expect.
No, he's gonna do it again.
It's fine. I've got the dice.
It's the
to pop
noises
now.
when he does it too. It's like the
That's just
Range
Isn't that
now,
just how he
bitch.
breathes?
No.
Is that how he breathes? I don't know.
I thought that was just how he breathed.
I don't really know. Anyway, okay, guys. We now enter into the serious part of the stream, where nobody's allowed to laugh ever, or make any jokes about my balls. Okay.
Snitchies.
Right.
It's not balls.
What is this? What is this nitty?
Snake tits.
Snake tits? What did you just fucking say?
Is Lucky a furry?
Oh yeah,
I
we
mean,
knew
he's a
this.
scaly.
What the?
You don't remember? No, you guys are on Reddit.
Huh?
R
Oh,
slash
Reddit.
R slash D&D had a full debate around 1T and snake tits.
That makes sense. I am on Reddit D&D, but rarely.
The
I
Reddit
get
also has a
scared.
brilliant discussion about poop knife.
Anyway, back to Dungeons and Dragons. You can try to poop knife later on, but we're going to prison.
Guys, please release me. If this gets 5 likes, I will leave, please.
Do you remember when Steve said "release" in the Minecraft movie?
Water bucket. Released! Okay. Flint and steel.
Chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey. Okay. Everybody lock in, focus. Guys.
Yeah.
Everybody literally just focus right now, okay? Because we're going to do the prologue. It's going to be some stuff and some things. What you missed last time, because you can't go back and watch it, and I don't know if you watched it anyway. Here's the recap. Here's what happened. The gang, when I fucking, doesn't matter, like, do people gonna know? Anyway, okay, fine. We're locked in for the recap. Our party, after being split between Drefan and Sarah going to investigate further into the 2 guys that they captured in the cellars, and Nero and Zahryn being just some chill guys,
It's true.
just hanging out at an inn. They met some colourful characters there. They met a barkeep, who, as it turns out, throughout the stream, we worked out that apparently that barkeep had never worked at the inn at all.
Our good friend Cadius.
Cadius, yeah. In case of mistaken identity, they joined Drefan at the police station. In this world, it's called an oculare, a panopt, to do some further research into some missing persons for Nero, as well as give a report on Cadius, who was assuming somebody's identity. Where last we left off, you guys had obtained some information about the missing persons case that you're currently tracking down, and you, I think it was Drefan and Zahryn that had left, and you're standing outside waiting for Nero. Nero is still currently in the panopt at the moment, but I believe you're on your way out. I'm not too sure.
I thought so.
So we'll be picking up there, but if you are new to the stream and you haven't ever watched before, I do a little prologue at the start, just to set the scene for what else is happening in the world. So that's a very serious position that we're in now. Okay, so no laughing. Everybody just lock in. Okay, just stay locked in. Just focus. Okay. Everybody get ready. Okay. Just want to make sure everybody was locked in. I know you're locked in, stream, because you would never betray me like this. Everybody at home, I know that you care about me. Everybody at this table is a hater. They called me Hoily.
I think it was Lockie's handiwork. His greasy little hands typed that out while he's breathing like that.
I wonder if that breathing sounds really distressing to the stream.
What
If you guys are distressed by anything Lockie does, the best thing to do is cry about it later, but stay locked in now.
Send me
because
photos whilst you're crying. It makes me feel better.
Lockie is a Harkonnen.
How are they gonna? Are they? What did you say?
I want to be the guy that comes out of the vat.
Guys, June.
Fuck's sake.
June, guys.
I was doing so well.
I was
Oh.
locked in, but now I'm locked in a different way, in a fun way, in a sleigh way.
What do I press?
Guys, just a button.
Bhutan.
The button at the back.
Bhutan.
There we go. But up.
Yep, there we go.
Boot, boot.
Guys, I love June. I hope you guys know this about me. I love June. Any reference at all to June, it's like a sleeper agent thing to me. I'm rereading June at the moment. It's amazing. It's like my 5th time reading June the book. I'm now on to June Messiah. It's like my 2nd or 3rd time reading June Messiah. Anyway, do you guys care? That's fine. We're going to go into the prologue right now. Okay, locked in. The match popped and fizzed as it was struck to life, throwing warm orange light across the masonry. With a deep breath in, a figure shuffles forward, pressing their back flat against the rough wood. Looking around the cavernous space, they search for the elongated shadows cast by oil lanterns and flickering torches. Slowly, they edge forward, turning their ear to the space around the corner of the crate. The needle prick sensation of a splinter embedding into their palm keeps their focus sharp. With no interruption, they dart through the darkness towards their quarry. A hand across the nose and mouth, one quick slash to the throat. The warm trickle of blood running in a crimson river down their forearm. A body propped up behind a crate, arms and legs crossed. Head dipped. A job well done, with carefully arranged by practiced hands. Once more, the figure finds shelter behind a pyramid of shoddily stacked crates and barrels, doused in the faint smell of fruity wine. They take a deep breath in through their nose, pulling up a mask from around their neck and fitting it tightly over the lower half of their face. It hisses and decompresses as they release their breath. They pull their holster around to the front of their body, securing it more firmly to their belt. The weight of their prize hangs heavy and solid against their hip. The sound of yelling and outrage rises up from the pit beneath them. Orders to search, find, and kill reach them. With a huff and a roll of their eyes, they kick up a barrel lid into their hand. They pull back their coat, pulling one particular dagger from the row. Onto the face of the barrel lid, they carve a sigil, the faint scratching sound drowned out by the raised voices below. It was the sound of footsteps, shuffling up the staircase behind them, and the muffled sound of conversation that drew them out of their carving. Sucking in a breath again, the figure pokes their head around from behind the crate. Their eyes hurriedly scan the bodies running beneath them in the pit. They take the stairs 2 at a time, hauling barrels, crates, and hessian sacks. Others waft torches into shadowed corners and hiding places of the pit, searching their depths for their missing artifact. Or perhaps the one who took it, the figure thought. An easy enough fix. The figure tunnels their vision downwards, right into the cluster of heavy barrels waiting to be moved. They creep out from behind their crate, shuffling forward to the edge of the pit. As they lay prone, they line up their target. With a whisper and a twist of their wrist, their hand sparks to life. Flames begin licking up their wrist to engulf the blade. Squinting, the figure tosses the barrel lid forward, watching it rotate in the air and dip down into the pit. Just as it spins around and around to float above the heads of the bodies, the figure takes a deep breath and looks down the line of the blade. As their targets begin to look up, the dagger, perfectly tossed, lands with a thunk into the wooden surface. Hands seize them from behind, dragging the figure up by their heavy cloak. They twist, snapping their head back and slamming their foot down into the soft flesh behind them. In a fluid motion, they pull a knife from their belt and throw it to the left, relishing in the shout of alarm abruptly cut off by a blade between the eyes. With a sharp kick to the head of the figure clutching their nose in front of them, they sprint towards the nearest exit. The sound of rushing flames fills the cavern behind them, heat nipping at their heels. Following the sharp turns out of the labyrinth, they leave the acrid smell of burning flesh and char behind them. But not the sound of hurried footsteps and raised voices. They skid around a corner, hurling a knife behind them and already knowing that it had met its mark. The figure takes a sharp right into a large corridor lined with railway tracks. In the distance, the sway of a lantern light and the murmur of voices drifts towards them. They cast a glance backwards to see their hunters closing in. As the figures walking along the tracks come into view, they smile from beneath the mask, and they run forward towards the lantern light. But our story for the evening begins outside the Panopt at the moment, with Zahryn and Drefan. Is there anything you guys would like to do when you're out the front of the Panopt, or you're just going to wait for Nero?
Zahryn, after looking around to see if he could find where Sarah went, probably given up and just like awkwardly waiting.
Did you find him?
No, he'd be here if I did.
I mean, he was kind of seems like the person that would just leave.
Strange. He went to a... Did you hear how he went to the cell that wasn't...
He went to... I mean, yes. I mean, he went to a cell, but...
One with, like, a really high-risk individual with, like, seemingly no correlation to...
Huh.
A bad guy? He went into where the bad guy was, and then he left.
Okay.
But not the bad guy that we're trying to find. Another bad guy.
There are a lot of bad people in this world.
Yes.
Huh. Neat.
Okay.
He's so stupid.
So what are we doing next? Do we do the gather things?
Well, we'll see what Nero's after, but we don't really have a place to go, and probably Pyrus would be the best place to head to, but we should, like, read and about Pyrus.
Oh, okay. I mean, would I have been to Paris before?
And what's going on?
Yeah, didn't you live
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. I live there. Should I go closer? You know how my family is.
Do you know what's going on there currently?
I was the same place you were.
That's why we're going to read to see what's happening.
Wonder if Alina will be there.
Yes. I wonder. That would be amazing to see her there.
Would be. She would know what to do. Very clever.
Let's just wait for Nero. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Alright.
We don't roleplay our chit chat.
Yeah, I just was confused. I thought there would be more to it, but okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, we're gonna head back into the bustling bullpen of the Panopt of Erasnia, where the Oculare are dealing with a very, very bad day. Probably like one of the, I would say like the historically worst days in Erasnian history probably just happened. So everybody there, they brought in the big guns from some of the capital cities. There's a couple of people from Pyrus as well, who have been brought in to kind of deal with these threats. So things are kind of dying down compared to when you guys were there earlier, but things are still busy in the sense that there are people who are working very late, and there's a lot of guard patrols around the area. Nero, we pick up with our Earth Genasi. What would you like to do, Nero?
At the end of last session, I was going up the stairs, right?
Yeah, I believe you were thinking about going to speak to Androxyn.
What was I going to say to Androxyn? I don't remember. Oh, does anyone remember what I was going to say to him?
You're asking about Sarah, I think.
I think you got some information about your dad who's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you also were told that Sarah went to visit another prisoner, CX-38, before he has mysteriously gone missing.
Sure. Alright, well then I'll head upstairs to... Do I know where Androxyn's office is?
No, I don't believe you. I think you were just given directions that it's up the stairs.
Sure. Is there anyone up here?
Doesn't look like it at the moment. This is like a mezzanine level, so there are people towards the back of the space, but like on the mezzanine, sorry, but it's not like there's somebody conveniently right next to the stairs.
Sure.
Sorry.
Are the people at the back of the mezzanine, are they in uniform? Are they...
Yeah.
Well, I'll approach them then.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Excuse me, you wouldn't know where I could find Androxyn?
Oh yeah, he's just in, you see that office with the, the shut door and the light on,
that
and it's
one?
like, yeah, no, the one next to it, yeah.
Oh, yes,
there's a
that
lot
one.
of offices, but this one, yeah, kind of looks like a closet or like a cupboard or something like that. It's not anymore, but that's it, that one.
Thank you very much.
Cool.
You've been very helpful. I'll turn around and head to the closet-looking door.
Yep, it does look like a broom cupboard.
Give it a bit of a...
There's kind of a pause after as you're walking up to it, you can hear like a murmur of voices from within. One of them is like a bit more undulating and a bit more raised. But you can hear replies that are kind of... It kind of sounds like the Charlie Brown's teacher, where it's like that.
Sure.
But after you knock, there's no noise at all.
I'll wait a moment.
Still nothing.
I'll give another polite 3 knocks.
You hear the sound of like... It sounds like a really harsh snap.
Uh-oh.
And there's like a faint smell of grass that drifts towards your nose. And then you hear like the of somebody walking towards you, and the door is like forcibly wrenched open. What?
I take it now is not a good time.
When is it ever? Get in.
Androxyn?
That's me. What do you want?
Did a tall, smelly human, Arkanoid, pass by you today by the name of Sarif?
Yeah, he brought in some guys.
Do you happen to know where he went?
No, actually, I've had a lot of stuff to keep track of, so no.
Very well. Do you have any idea where he might have gone? Did he say...
He just said he was collecting his stuff and he was going back to find his friends or speak to a friend or something.
Is there anything else I should ask this guy while I have his attention? I feel like there's not very much else. Oh.
What?
I think
Remind you.
I think he went to speak to a prisoner in CX-38.
Roll an insight check for me.
Yipapu. Guess who has their character sheet up?
So proud of you.
Woo!
Let's go.
Uh-oh. 10.
10.
Uh-oh.
His head kind of snaps towards you, and he squints and like leans in a little bit. What do you know?
As much as I've said, I'm afraid.
He like shuffles through all of his notes. It's like obviously trying to find something on his desk. Fuck! Shit! And he picks up a rock and like puts it to his ear. And then he like spins on his heel and walks towards like a very thin window at the back of this room. He kind of disguises his voice a little bit, but you wouldn't catch it with your passive perception if you wanted to investigate it further, to listen in.
If I can do so discreetly.
Yeah, roll a perception check for me.
11.
That is your passive, so you don't manage to make out too much of what is being said. You just kind of hear the whispers and then a loud "What? How could you?" And then it like cuts off slightly to like the murmur again, and then it's "When I get down there, you guys are gonna fucking get it." And then he slams the like little stone back down, and heads towards you. Gonna be honest, I don't know what to say. You guys really fucked my day up. And he storms down the stairs past you.
Time to investigate his office.
Ooh. Nice. Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I'm still like around the entrance.
Yeah.
I'm still at the door. Is there?
It's quite a long, thin room. It does look like it was once a cupboard or a closet or something of the sort, because of how like cramped it is. There's space enough for a desk, and there's enough space to the side for one person to fit across like the room from it,
Sure.
like to get around behind the desk. And there's papers everywhere on the desk. There's only a couple of shelves, and it looks like there's nothing on them other than just basic procedure books. You can see that there is a copy of the Codexus Maximus that looks really old, a little bit dusty and worn. And there is also a book on there called The Ode to Otrasare Ikran. And there's a couple of other books dotted on the shelf, but they all look like equally dusty and kind of well worn and used.
Sorry, the book was. He had a copy of the Codexus and
Yeah,
another book named.
another book called The Ode to Otrasare Ikran.
The Codexus Maximus, is that like the laws?
Yeah.
The Maximus Laws.
Yeah, it's the Codexus is the basis for their war against druids. Essentially, that's the registrar or register. Sorry.
If there's no one around, I'll just take a step.
Okay, sure.
Just one step in.
Yep.
Do I hear any alarmos?
Are you listening for like a station-wide alarm or like an alarm in the office?
I'm listening for both.
There doesn't appear to be any visible sound of either. You do hear some people rushing down the stairs, but that's about it.
Should I snoop?
What would the character do?
My character would not snoop,
That is the.
but I'm a little bit curious.
Well, I think the question you ask whenever you're doing this is, what would your character do?
My character is second, like, is doubting himself a little bit. Like, Seraph, he was a dude.
Mm-hmm.
He was a dude. he seemed like not cool, but also cool. You know.
He seemed not cool, but also he was kind of cool.
Like he's like the kid in the grade above you who's like really mean, and he smokes all the time.
That was me.
And for some reason,
No.
that's
I didn't smoke. I said it before. I registered what was said. But I would like to point out, in the grade above, James Unlucky.
It's true.
Yeah.
Old.
'Cause I'm old. Yes. I'm the oldest one at the table. Fuck. Wait. Yeah.
Gramps.
Do I give chill grandpa? Be honest. Sorry, continue. Sorry
Fuck
guys,
it.
I'm just stripping over here.
I'm gonna walk in up to his desk.
Yep.
Have just a quick glance over the papers on his desk.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Roll an investigation check for me, please.
So the rolls are slowly getting better, one by one, and well, 1 by 4. If you know what I mean.
Yep.
I don't know what I'm saying. I'll be honest.
A 1 by 4?
Investimation.
Yeah.
18.
Guys, I'm in prison. With an 18, you are able to actually deduce a lot of what is on the table. Like, there's a lot of notes from interviews, there's a lot of notes of orders from higher up in the Oculare. There are lots of various communications from Expulse to Expulse. One thing that I will say is that a lot of the time Expulse, you've worked out, is shortened to EXP on a lot of the documents of transcripts and things like that. You do see that there are like folders basically that they're pretty chock full. One of them is a little bit more obvious to you than others. It is a file for CX38. It is not open, but there are like papers spilling out.
Could I just have a quick squiz?
Yeah. Yeah. What are you looking for? Are you just looking for? Do you just want me to tell you the ins and outs of what's in the file?
I'm going to. Well, what's on the very first page?
The very first page when you open it. Is it gonna open it?
Is it an ordered file? Like, is it sorted in any way, or is it just chaos?
It looks like it's chaos. Like at the moment, from where you are, it looks like it's chaos. You would have to open it to determine if there's an order.
Can I open it?
Yep, you open it. On the glyph of warning. Yes. On the front cover, you can see that there is it's essentially like an NDA thing, basically, and there's also a confidential, and then there's like redacted, and the whole heaps of like black lines through it that's been redacted from it. But you get to see that this is the file for CX38 for an individual. Actually, let me just double check that I don't accidentally out anything. That would be so crazy, guys. Can you imagine? Can you guys imagine?
Imagine dragons.
Imagine dragging these nuts, bitch. For a
Oh my god, Final Fantasy.
yeah. This is a file for prisoner CX38, and below that are the initials C, J, and then the surname Volutare, VOLUTARRE.
CJ.
CJ, and then VOLUTARRE.
Okay.
Below that, it lists quite a few charges. It actually goes over to multiple pages, you can see that there's like a little symbol at the bottom that's like an arrow, and it's in a timeline order.
Can I just flick? What's the first one and what's the last one?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna get the hell out of here.
The first one and the last one. Oh my god. Oh my god. The last one is 11:58 AR. And it is. I will get the specific calendar date for you guys because I'm chill like that, you know.
Ooh, that was this year.
Huh?
11:58 hours this year. I got the year on my front page.
Makes sense. It's
I-
the most
I-
recent crime.
I also have 11:58 beginning of campaign.
Yeah, I might chuck that one down.
I
as
just have it
well.
like on this random. All of like the very important like. I should know this already information just goes on this blank page instead of just hidden with my notes.
I've got the alphabetized notes.
It is. Sorry. So
Alphabetized
the
my
date
notes.
for the most recent one is 11:58 AR, and it is the 24th of Auris. Ouris. That is the. Oops. That's like the equivalent of autumn. So you're in Ornasan at the moment. Calendar.
Can I bring out the calendar today?
Guys,
And what was the? Does it list the crime?
the crime? There's several.
Yeah.
So, one of them is unlicensed handling of pyrotechnics, arson, suspected assault, suspected murder, attempted murder, manslaughter. The list is kind of extensive. There's also one thing that you notice flipping through to get to the most recent one is that there are several counts of not just murder but breaking and entering, and there's a hell of a lot for theft.
We should free this guy.
Injuries, yeah, new player, crime.
Yeah, I think this guy was justified in whatever they
DM
did.
play a character, but it's just violence.
I don't know what they did, but it's justified.
Tired of these fuck knuckles derailing the campaign. It's my turn to derail the campaign.
I'm going to ruin my world.
What month did you say we were in again?
Auris.
Ours was the month that the crime was committed.
Yes.
We're
And
in
you
this
guys
one.
are also in Auris.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh my
It's
god.
ow.
What day is it for us?
So it was 24th when this one was committed, and it is now the 27th of Auris.
20.
There are 30 days in Auris, and it is the last day of Ornasan of autumn.
Yeah.
The last month of autumn. Get ready, guys. Season change.
Winter.
New season, new me.
Real.
Do you guys still like me? Be honest.
Cool.
Even though I have a paper towel as a stand.
Are you still a highlighter?
Oh, I'm actually okay on my screen.
Yeah.
I'm actually
Yeah.
alright.
It's adjusted quite well, actually.
Sorry. I
Are
just
you
checked
guys thinking that the prologue is this guy over here with the pyrotechnics and the arson and the murder?
Nah, Hollywood.
And the
Hollywood.
theft.
Hollywood.
Captain
it. Why
Crime
would I
Man.
make it so obvious? That's crazy.
Because we're dumb.
Hollywood.
Can contest -3.
+5.
I let everybody have their own opinions and thoughts on what's up.
What's up?
Let me find the earliest charge.
Well,
C for Cadius.
Whoa!
that would be.
It's Sorry, that was
Tedious,
so,
joking. Well
that
done.
was so asshole of me. Sorry. Whoa.
Wait, is Katie spelled with a C or a K?
A
C.
C.
No, I've spelled with a K, like a fool.
C for
Cadius Jorkin
C418.
Voltare.
I love C418. I listen to that all the
The
time.
first charge is from 1134.
Damn, this guy's old.
Wait. I think I mathed wrong. Wait, hang on.
1384?
No, sorry. That's not what I said.
The first
First
charge
of all,
was in
not
the
what I
future.
said. We're in the future. Not what I said, but also I did my math wrong. I'm very sorry.
10:14.
Oh fuck.
Wow.
Earlier this morning.
Old.
Yeah, when
I
you
have
said
grammar.
11:58, I thought, wait, you mean like just before noon?
1100s again.
There's so many charges. I'm getting
Yeah.
upset. Which one is the earliest?
Free them. Didn't know wrong. We should go meet this person.
Sorry.
Larry.
1147.
Okay. 10 years of crime.
10 years of crime. And the crime was petty theft.
A big jump.
So
From
everyone's gonna start somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah.
Does it have a description or a profile?
It does,
Steven
but it
Spielberg.
is.
Do you say Steven Spielberg?
That's the description.
When she spiels on my Steven?
I hope everybody feels very sorry for me. The description is. It's like. It's written out like somebody has ID'd them from far away, basically. So it's like a witness. Well, if you were to delve deeper, the profile might be more expanded, but this is just like the basics. It's 5'8" is like the height. The weight is put at 82 kilos. The occupation is unlisted. And the origin is also unknown. But it's written next to it that it's suspected vias lucere. One thing that does catch your eye with an 18 is that it lists if it's in the codexis, like it says codexis maximus, and there is a yes next to it, and then if yes, what is essentially their talent, and it is evocation magic. It depends on how much time you're going to spend in here and
I
how
think
much
that's
you're going to
enough.
look. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna skedaddle.
Okay.
Calmly.
Okay.
You're gonna put on a cool face.
Yep.
You're gonna stroll on out.
Put your mask on.
No, I'm not gonna do that. That's
Mask off.
Sorry.
Mask off.
Good
mask off.
idea.
Calm face.
No face. No face from Spirited Away.
Oh
Any
my god! Pog.
And she pogs on my rog.
Rog.
Are we gonna get Rog back?
Dunno.
Rog's well travelled.
You guys treated Rog terribly.
Rog strange.
But is mean to Rog. They taught him about
Rog.
scissoring.
What?
They did.
Is this true?
Yeah, it is.
Rog.
No,
No scissoring at the table.
guys.
Can't stop our love.
Stop
This has
it,
been a rule for
Lockie.
months.
For years. No scissoring.
Fine, just fisting.
No fisting either.
No.
You're not allowed to scissor or fist. Or be
Give
gay.
me.
You're not allowed to be gay at the table.
Touching tips.
You are allowed to touch tips.
Touching TT.
I hate that. Alright. So you're leaving the office.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to do anything else?
I want to swing by CX-38's, like where all the guards were downstairs.
Okay, sure.
Just like make it nonchalant,
Mhm.
like intentional but nonchalant. You know.
Okay. Yep. You head up to the entrance to that corridor. You can hear from one of the rooms down that corridor that there's a lot of yelling and raised voices going on, and essentially you can hear the drill sergeant Androxyn essentially saying, like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you let them in? You're an idiot! You're off this patrol! Get out!" And you hear the tung 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 as a guard hurries past you. And Androxyn follows not too far after. Actually, seems to pay you only a cursory glance. But is like muttering to himself. And then you watch as he crosses to the other guard on the other side of the corridor, and grabs him by the front and like pulls him up. "You're an idiot! You two up here now, let's go!"
You got next.
And they, as he goes, he points out more people, singles them out, and then points at the guy on the desk and goes, "You stay right there, I'm coming back for you, asshole." And that's, he leaves in kind of a whirlwind and seems to forget that the corridor is now unmanned, it seems.
Do it!
I'm going to give a little peek into room CX-38.
Okay. You walk down the corridor. There are quite a few rooms in the CX ward section. There are signs that point out which way to go. But one thing that catches your eye is that there are a lot of rooms that don't seem physically like they should be there. It's kind of like the TARDIS. Everything is like, as you go further down the corridor, things expand. And it seems like you're walking and walking and walking. And you walk past blocks of like 10 until you get to the 30 block. And you notice that everything here is quite in comparison to the previous cells, where they weren't kind of like calling out to you, but there was like a lot of banging on the bars in front. It seems like the cells themselves, where people are being held in remand, were like, I mean, they're not the best of the best. It's not like a hotel room, but they're not the worst prisons that you could imagine. Everything is really clean and sterile. I think there's probably only 10 people that you pass between the first corridor and where you are now. But it gets more and more quiet the further you go in. Do you just go straight up to CX-38?
Yes.
Okay. As you head up to CX-38, you can see that there are a lot of like security measures that are in place in this section in comparison to the other sections that you passed. There are wrought iron doors that seem to descend from the ceiling. They're all up at the moment, and the bars here seem to be much closer together and much more sturdy. There are various different like apparatus. As you walk up, you can see a figure is being like, not like, there's a chain that's suspended from the ceiling and hooks their chain together in front of their body. there's also one that is pulled taut from underneath and two from the side, so they can't move their hands at all. They're kind of in the center of the room, not towards the back or the sides. They are surprisingly well muscled for what you had seen described in the like a brief look that you got at their profile.
Oh, so this person's in here.
This person's in here, yep.
Why are they leaving this guy on guys? Should I let him out?
Unlike a lot of the other prisoners that you'd seen, they don't appear to be in like a specific uniform. So it's obvious that they haven't been held for long. They appear to be wearing a lot of heavy, well-worn leather. So the leather boots seem to be well worn in and wrapped up to like kind of mid-calf. They seem like they're looking down, so it's hard to get a look at their face, but there's like a curtain of hair that kind of falls in front of their eyes, and it's kind of like a, without a better like, I don't have like a very good point of reference for it, but it's like the standard like 90s heartthrob cut, you know what I mean? It's like a little bit longer. It's kind of like the Winter Soldier cut. That's like a good way of putting it, I think, if you know. No, you don't know. It's like the Leonardo DiCaprio 90s haircut, like the middle part. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Oh
I
yeah,
know
yeah,
exactly.
gotcha.
Yeah, but it's like longer. Yeah.
Like Prince Charming.
I like Prince Charming from Shrek.
Except wait, does he have? I don't think he does have that.
It's pretty similar, yeah. I also look exactly like him. Don't talk about it.
Oh yeah, he does. He totally does have it. Damn, I need to rewatch Shrek.
Cherry flavored. Want a taste?
Ick. Thanks, that was really good, Holly.
Thanks. I look exactly like him. Identical. Twinsies.
You even got the...
I've been shamed in front of all of my friends.
Shame! Honor! They don't call him
Like
Prince Charming
Shrek
for that.
villain.
I'm a Shrek villain. Cherry flavored. Want a taste? Is that glitter on your lips? Anyway. I'll have a medium medieval meal.
But Pookie.
Real. Okay. The figure has their face partially covered.
What colour was their hair, sorry?
It's like a dark kind of brown color. They don't seem like they're pulling or like straining or anything at their chains.
I don't want to mess with this guy. What if he like harvests my...
Nah, this guy's chill. Trust me. Full trust in this guy. I trusted Shiva. I trust this guy too. Full
Vor
trust.
man. Teeth. Lot of teeth.
So the cells are
Just
locked?
gonna ignore that.
The cell is locked.
Is there anything else in there other than him and his chains?
There's a bed to the side and a toilet, and that's pretty much it.
Has he like scratched anything into the walls or anything? No, I guess he can't because his hands are...
No.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
You can see. Actually, roll a perception check for me.
Looky.
A looky check.
Not the worst.
Same as last time. 14, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, 14. What's it? So there appears to be like some disturbance around, and like an appearance of dust around their feet, which is unusual because the rest of the room is relatively clean.
They're not in there.
Hmm?
It's all an illusion.
Poggers. Can you imagine? That'd be so
Sandman.
crazy. That'd be so crazy
They
if I
left
did
their
that.
boots.
Tootsies.
Dogs be
Are
free.
you-
They left, and it is Cadius. I'm so big brain. I already figured it out. It's all good. It's not even them in there.
Yeah.
It's just a man in gimp suit.
Stop it!
What? He's got his heavy leathers and chains.
Yeah. All black fit.
Ball gag. Stop casting spells. What are you?
You can't see the bottom half of the face.
The ball gag. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Can someone explain to me why there's dust by the feet? Because
Because it's an illusion.
what does an
there's-
illusion have to do with dust at the feet?
Or it's to double check he's not an illusion, so if the dust is disturbed, it would say that he's moved.
Or maybe he just likes dust on shoes.
Surely.
Maybe he's made of sand.
Pocket sand. Bag of holding, and there's a bunch of sand in there, and it's slowly dripping down.
Bag of holding, but he's filled it with desert. It is now filling itself with desert.
I kind of want to throw something, but I know it's going to trigger some sort of alarm, so I'm not going to.
Do you want to, like, say a word instead of throwing something at them?
Just pelt you with rocks. I throw my chisel for stone.
Check if it's a rock band. Bleed or bleed up gravel.
What do I even say to this guy?
Hey,
Hey, I heard you like murder.
Hey.
hey.
Hey,
Is that what you're gonna say?
it's me. What's the Taylor Swift song?
Hello. It's me. That's Adele. Thanks, guys.
It's me.
Hi.
That's the
I'm
one.
the problem,
it's me. Yeah, that's what it's.
Sometimes I feel like
Everybody
everybody
say
is a
that to
sexy baby.
I'm
And
just
I'm
a
a
monster on the hill.
Guys, we have the opportunity to be monsters on the hill. this campaign.
You please.
Who's gonna be the sexy babe? I
I'm
can't.
I'm the
words-
sexy baby.
You know,
I'm everybody's sexy baby.
all they have to do is clip that, and it's over for you. Just take it out of context, and it's over.
Then I'm everybody's sexy baby. That's crazy. I can't believe you'd say that. Nobody could ever possibly use that against me. Would you prefer I call myself a monster on the hill?
That's better than the first one.
Than a sexy baby?
I'm just a monster on the hill.
What are you doing?
You gonna say anything to him?
What's up, sexy baby?
Got some meat for me.
Ew.
No!
You ruined it. Mine could still be ambiguous. Yours is not.
Maybe he's a butcher. Maybe he's got some
Hey,
pork.
babies, your
For
kebab
babies?
stirrer.
What are you doing? What's
I've
up?
discovered rice HSPs.
The fuck is a rice HSP?
No chips. It's rice instead.
But the chip.
no, but
hot
the
chip.
rice.
Hot chip? I'm like a seagull. When I see a hot chip, mine? What's up?
She got very excited about the TARDIS and then the plots.
Yo, who's everybody's favorite doctor?
Mine is the 11th at the moment.
Matt Smith, yeah. That
Mine
figures.
Matt
was-
Smith? Matt Smith?
Matt Smith!
Matt Smith!
Matt Smith, my balls! God, that's crazy. Can't believe they would name their child
I
that.
can't believe you've done this.
Ah, fuck. Can't believe you've done this.
Said he likes 12. Peter Capaldi.
Really?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Because he's
I like David Tennant, but I also really like Christopher Eccleston because I was traumatized by the kids with a gas mask. As
Are you my mummy?
yeah, that scared the shit out of me. I watched that when I was like 10.
I've been rewatching. Well, I've been watching all of Doctor Who, and Sadie's been rewatching it. So
Doctor's great.
I'm in a Doctor Who
Good shit.
vibe.
I'm gonna put on like super epic cool face.
I just
I'm
Put
gonna
your
put
mask on.
a
I
brave
just chat
face, and I'm gonna
face.
say,
Make 5 noises at him and then run away.
This guy's name is CJ the DJ Volutare.
I have to. You see the head kind of tilt up towards you.
See, they want to speak. Speak to them.
Leave a ball gag in his mouth.
Stop it.
Can I see their face?
Yeah.
What's on their face?
You can see part of the face. It appears to be covered at the bottom half.
Gagged?
Doesn't look like a gag.
Covered
looks
with
like
what?
Just looks like a mask, a half mask.
Like a face mask?
Yeah.
Like a COVID mask?
COVID? Yeah.
Being safe, even in prison.
Mm-hmm.
This guy must be a good guy.
That's what I've been trying to tell you.
Yeah, I'll just let him out, it's fine.
Exactly.
You haven't seen my friend, Sarah?
That's such a Nero, like...
You just the face lifts again, and you can kind of like half see the eye. It's covered by hair, but depends who's your friend.
You know, I don't really know. We only just met a few days ago. He kind of smelt.
A few hours.
He kind of smelt.
Yeah. That was his defining characteristic. He was an Arkanoid. Well, half Arkanoid. Had an arm. A robot arm.
You watch as the figure now kind of like lifts their face fully, and you can see only like you can see the top half. There's a thin scar running horizontally just above the cheekbone on the right eye. It's probably only like maybe an inch or two long.
Scar.
I'm assuming you're another visitor off the books.
Well, that's awfully grim. I'm very sorry.
It just like is standing there. The figure's just standing there.
No.
You're permitted to be here.
No.
then.
No. No, there was just no one in the way.
Alright, well, I might have seen your friend. What's it to you?
Well, do you know how it is with friends? You...
Afraid I don't.
It keeps getting more...
Ask him to be friends.
Do you want to be friends?
You want to share my sandwich?
Do you want to be my dad?
Yeah! Ask them to be your new dad because
He's so cool. You want to be my dad?
My dad's getting
Yes, son. Let
framed
me out
for
of prison.
You could ask about your dad.
What's
Have
this
you
guy gonna
seen
know?
my dad?
I don't know. You don't know until you ask.
Something tells me you're not going to talk unless there's something in it for you.
What gave you that impression?
Well,
Was it the chains? The fact that you stood there like an idiot for a
Was-
minute, gawking like an animal in the zoo?
was it really that long?
It's a while. Time's ticking.
Yes.
Afraid I have all the time in the world. I've got a pretty serious rap sheet. Haven't you heard? I'm a dangerous criminal.
Yes. Lots of theft. Petty theft, I saw.
Hey,
Unless
people
it's
shouldn't
secret.
leave things lying around that they didn't want taken. I prefer to think of it like liberating people of something that they're not gonna miss. But it'll do me a whole world of good.
Yes, like pyrotechnics.
So you read my file. Tell me, see any scorch marks down in the cellars?
How does this guy know about the cellars? I'm sorry?
Never mind. Pays to be observant, you know. Also pays to watch what you say. And you watch as the figure tilts their head to the left, and then like sharply like jerks their head up.
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble.
Oh no.
Peter, prison manager.
Oh, fuck.
Look, see what it is.
Well, yeah, is it a little camera, little magical camera guy?
It's hard to see. It's been obscured by a kind of dark cloud.
Well. That's unfortunate.
Suppose it is. If you're worried about your reputation or anything like that, well, let's just say they're not as good at restraining a capable individual as they think they are.
This guy's not actually in here, is he?
That's what I'm saying.
So you're not actually in this cell in front of me?
Doesn't look like I am.
I mean, yes, it does. Sorry,
Why don't you open the door and find out?
I'm not
Do
going,
it! Sorry.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, that's a shame.
Maybe. Well, I think I've already said too much. I think I'm already in enough trouble. I'm going to go.
Alright, I hope you got something out of it then.
No, not an awful lot, honestly.
Well, you know, I do know a whole lot of things. It's kind of the business that I'm in.
No one. Who else has said that? Someone else has said that.
About the thing.
Is it the vulture?
The folklore figure. Yeah, the vulture that specializes in known info.
It's the Birdman.
No corn.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. What, do they have the gallows planned for you?
Oh, I think it's probably something much worse.
Much worse than the gallows?
Yeah, the more dangerous and deadly you get with the tricks that you have, the worse a plan they devise. I don't think they'll be putting an end to me for some time soon. Everybody gets recycled, especially if you're useful.
Recycled?
Are they gonna like lobotomize this person and then make them be for them?
Recycled?
Oh, I thought you were done talking to me.
I thought so too.
Well, let's just say they don't really want the capable of us to go to waste back into the shroud when you get as good at your particular talent as I am at mine.
But
they like to find uses for you.
I thought that was forbidden.
Take a look at the oculare. If you look closely, you might find something interesting. But the further you go, the more dangerous the game. Depends. Are you up for a challenge?
Do they do this to all of their prisoners with magical abilities, or just?
No, only the unlucky bastards.
Okay.
Like I said, the better you are, the more they want to use that to their advantage.
So my father should be fine.
Looking for your dad, are you? High risk prisoner?
No, He is just a guy. Just a guy that owns a jewelry shop.
I'll bite. Whereabouts?
What's the... Sheercrest is where I'm from.
Mm-hmm.
Is that also the name of the town?
I believe so. It's up to you.
Yes.
I'm assuming that's what you've got in your
Well,
back.
had you heard of Sheercrest?
I haven't had the pleasure of making my way past the marches.
It's quite a beautiful place. It's a shame you won't get a chance.
Oh, well, who knows? I might find myself in luck.
You have a lot of confidence for someone who's in the position that you're in.
Oh, you mean gonna be brainwashed and recycled? Thrown back into the drink? You know, sometimes it's best to make whatever you can of your certain circumstances. I was able to help out your friend pretty well. You know, the smelly one.
What did he want?
Well, that might cost you.
Might cost me what?
Depends. How much do you hate authority?
Well, actually, I don't have... Well... I think we're on quite good terms.
Well, then I'm afraid I can't help you. All I'll say is that I gave your friend some valuable information about someone they were looking for. Turns out we'd crossed paths.
Well, it sounds like I won't be finding him anytime soon.
Your dad or your friend?
Either. By the way, things are sounding... It seems to me that someone's accused him of something that he hasn't done.
Oh, just remember, authority is your friend. Couldn't possibly hurt you.
Free them.
I'm not freeing this guy. What's...
They sound based.
How good are you at finding people?
Well, I'd say the only thing I'm better at is stealing things. And well, look at how that worked out. So damn good, they're devising a particular fate for me. Tell me, did you read the rest of my file? How bad is it?
Well, I mean, 10 years of crime. There are a lot of pages.
No, I already know what my rap sheet says. Believe me, I got away with a hell of a lot more. I meant their end plan.
I don't think I got that far. So can you find people?
Of course, for the right price.
And what would that... Well...
I think it's fairly obvious what I want.
I'm gonna put my mask on.
Yeah.
Tell me what to do.
Oh my god, okay. Do you want to roll an insight check for me quickly?
Yep. This guy's stoked. Guys, I'm sorry.
I love
This is kind of fucked up.
I love this character.
This seems like a very clear path to finding my father, even though there's going to be nasty, nasty consequences.
That's okay.
My big outside. Oh, sunset's nice.
I know, when it's like...
Everything's on fire. Oh.
What was I rolling for? Sorry, inside.
Inside.
Is 15?
15, okay. You see the head that was kind of like half hanging, looking up at you like this, snap up, and you get a pretty good look at the full face. The mask is kind of dips under the nose, doesn't cover it fully, and kind of hooks behind the head. The eyes, one of them is it's not quite like a blinded eye, but it looks like there's been some sort of damage to the upper part of the eye. But the eye color is green. And they look at you sharply. Well, perhaps I misjudged. Well, like I said, you don't have to worry about your reputation. A capable wizard like myself can dispose of any sort of scrying. You watch as they kind of look towards the door. Do you want to do it the easy way, quiet, but takes a little bit longer, or quick and horribly dangerous?
Do I hear anyone coming?
Roll a perception check.
May as well be 0. 4.
You don't hear anybody coming.
That seems like we've got a bit of time.
Right. Well, I was hoping you'd say the horribly dangerous route, but I understand. How good are you at stealing things?
I've never done it before in my life.
Excellent. What you need to do, and he gives you instructions to head back down the corridor and take the first right, and you'll find a janitorial closet. You might have to kick the door in. Sometimes it sticks. When you get in, there is a third drawer from the top. You probably need the key to get into it, but you could probably pry it open with something. In there, tons of spare keys. Bring me the whole drawer.
Oh no! He's gonna wreck chaos. He's gonna cause shit to go crazy. I'm gonna get in so much fucking trouble.
We're just kind of like twiddling our thumbs, like, where's our innocent Nero?
No.
It's like that guy's probably having like a panic attack in there at the moment.
Yeah, it probably is.
I'm gonna start walking towards the closet, and you can cover all this up.
Of course.
All right, I'm gonna quietly,
Roll a stealth check.
as quickly as I can at the same time. Oh, I have disadvantage on stealth. Why? Why do I have disadvantage on stealth?
Dunno. What's your dex?
Oh, I have scale mail on apparently.
Ah.
I don't remember that, but
It's a bit cold, isn't it?
Yeah, what are you guys doing while this is happening?
Waiting patiently.
so I have a -2 to dex.
Oh.
3.
You manage to get down into a crouch, and you can hear your knee plates like rubbing up against the thigh plates, and
I'm just gonna give up, get
Okay.
up, and go.
Okay, yep, you go. You don't see anybody in the corridor at the moment.
And do I find the door? The
You do
janitor's
find the door, yep.
closet, and
Yep.
is it locked?
You try the door.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of squeaks and clicks, but it doesn't seem to.
Some sort of fucking magic.
Or it's stuck.
That's they're just gonna give it an elbow.
Strength check.
Guys, it's so Joba for me. I'm going to prison. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
You take a deep breath, step back, and go to jam your shoulder in, and you feel the impact in your shoulder, and you.
This is so Nero though.
It's my first adventure, guys. Don't.
You can try again. DC will be higher.
What was
Or
he
you can
doing?
use a weapon. Oh, you don't have any of your weapons unless you smuggled them in.
Yeah.
What was he doing in there?
I'm gonna try with the other shoulder.
Sure, yeah.
He's
Roll
speaking
another
like
check.
on drugs and or something. I don't know.
About what?
Fuck me. 8.
An 8? You feel the door budge under your shoulder, and you can see that you've opened up like a gap like this, but the door seems to be stuck on its hinge.
I'm gonna kick it.
Kick it.
My shoulders
Okay,
are
roll
hurting
to,
now.
attack. Roll to attack.
What's that noise? Dash, dash.
Was it just unarmed strike? Fuck me, what is happening? Well, it's a 14 to hit?
That hits.
Okay.
It's a door. So yep, you hit. I
That
won't
one
get you to
falls
roll
off.
damage because it's a door. So
Yep.
you manage to kick it open, and you feel it, like you feel the vibration from the kick, and then you hear the as it like slams on the hinge up against a
Oh,
shelf.
it's so fucking loud. It's so Jova for me. And I'm gonna go and find these keys.
Okay, yep. The drawer down.
Mm-hmm.
The drawer is locked.
Would they have confiscated my chisels and such?
Probably not.
I'm gonna take a chisel
Yeah.
and a little hammer out of my.
Yeah.
Can I see where the lock engages with the
What's your intelligence?
20?
Yeah. You can.
I'm gonna stick the chisel right in and just whack it.
Okay, roll to hit. I don't know. Or actually, we could roll for sleight of hand.
Oh yeah.
And I'll
I probably should have
give you advantage on that because you're pretty good with a chisel.
Please.
Please, sir.
What is these dice? Goddamn hate 9.
My dice.
Curse.
Yeah.
A 9.
It's because they didn't fear in them.
You kind of shear the lock in half.
Put them in your
Not quite open yet, but you might be able to tug
There we
it
go.
open.
It's been in my
I'm
mouth.
gonna
Wrenching it out. Roll a strength check.
There we go. 22.
Okay, 22. You pull the drawer straight out, and you hear it. You pull it out, and you have a full drawer of keys. And it looks like there's about 15 to 20 in there.
I'm just gonna grab them all and I'm gonna run. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
you sprint.
sprint.
Okay. Okay. You get back. You kind of skid around the corner. You see the figure. Well, quicker than I thought.
I'm gonna just toss. Wait, what did he say he wanted me to do with them?
Give them all to
I'm gonna toss them through the.
No. So you're on the other side of the door where the lock is, are you not?
Oh my god! Intelligence of 20!
Imagine the guards showing up and they just see all the keys on the floor. It's just like.
Right. I know you said you want to do this quiet, but we're gonna get a little bit dangerous. Not horribly dangerous, just a bit. And you watch as the figure kicks their foot out and disturbs the dust. It flings up into the air, and you watch for a second. There appears to be like a very specific rune and shape that like appears for a brief second, a flash in almost like a of fireworks, and then dissipates, and you can see. Actually, I will.
Guys, I'm so dumb.
You can see the keys begin to lift into the air. The figure kind of tries to move their hands slightly in front, and just kind of takes the keys one by one. And you can hear as they move and as the dust is disturbed, the faint sound of as the siren seems to blare. Remember, quick and horribly dangerous. As they try each of the keys. Nope, nope, nope. Eventually you watch as one of the keys kind of sticks in the lock. And the figure is going to
Guys, I think I did a bad thing.
Did we
This is so cool.
Did we hear the sirens outside?
Oh, absolutely we would, wouldn't we?
You would.
Yeah.
It's very loud, and you can see the roller doors begin to
Uh-oh.
on the windows, and various Oculari members are kind of streaming back in. You see the key gets very, very hot very quickly in the lock and seems to kind of pull into the lock for a second. They touch it as it's white hot and kind of begin to twist it.
Guys, I'm dumb.
It takes probably about 10 seconds, and you can see the wrought iron doors of this particular corridor beginning to kind of and begin to fall, like kind of fall down into place. So I don't mean to alarm you, but you're probably going to want to stop that door. See the cell over there? CX39, unoccupied. Break the bed. Use the leg.
Okay, I'm gonna run in.
Yep.
I'm gonna...
Roll to hit.
Yay, 7.
A 7. I mean, it's a bed. You can like kick it again and again if you like. I'll get you to roll damage. We'll see how you go. It'll be a D4, I think, for unarmed strike.
It just says 4 damage for unarmed strike.
Okay, sure. Well, it's a bed, so I'd say it takes the damage. But it's a bit splintered, but you have the bed leg. And you hear a and a ting, 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 as the
I feel bad.
as the chains on the hands are undone from the top. Are you gonna follow the advice and jam the bed leg
Well, am I still
in the unoccupied cell? Yep.
Can I take another... Oh, is there time? No, I'm just gonna go stick the leg in.
Sure. Yep. You stick the leg in.
Does it look like it's holding?
It hasn't come down that far yet.
I'm gonna go and grab another one then.
Yep. Okay. Roll to attack.
24.
24. You smash the bed. There's pieces of bed everywhere.
I'm gonna grab a few of the big pieces.
Yep.
And stick
Wait a
them
minute.
over
Yep.
as well.
Perfect. As you're doing that, you can kind of hear the ting
Oh wait,
of the chains
okay.
being separated, and as you're jamming the pieces in, you see an arm come out of the cell and fit a key that looks again burning hot, and begin to like try and twist open the door. Are you coming back to help, to assist? Alright. This is how this is gonna work. I'm gonna do some very illegal shit. You're gonna forget that you saw it, alright? After like a second of trying to fit the lock, I think we're gonna need to do something maybe a bit dangerous. I would advise stepping back.
I step back.
You watch as they pull the key out and the white hot metal kind of shoots across the masonry. They jam their hand against the lock and you watch it heat very, very quickly. And they burn the lock out of the door.
That's crazy.
And then with a kind of like a bit of a nonchalant tug, they pull the door open and stand before you. How tall is Nero?
It's a good question. How tall is Nero? Where is my info? Notes? No. Appearance. I don't have it. I think I'm...
You said you were short, because in the that I kind of did roughly heights.
Let's say like 5'7".
Okay, sure. So this figure is only a little bit taller than you, but they're very like well suited to battle. It looks like, and they're quite an intimidating presence. Still have the mask covering half of the face. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop, but I would advise that we can either go out the front door and run like hell, or we can do something horribly dangerous and kind of ruin their day.
I'd prefer not to be seen.
Excellent. I was hoping you'd say that. They head back to the back of the room of their cell. And they put their hands before them and blast twice at the wall and spray it open, and it explodes out with this that rumbles the panopt. An interesting point, it looks just like stone, but you can see... what are you guys doing?
I imagine I would probably step inside, being
Okay.
like someone that is a paladin and someone that is used to guard duties and things like that,
Okay.
and immediately offer assistance to authorities.
With-
Oh
when-
my fucking...
When the sirens start?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yep. You run. Do you run in also?
I'm gonna run in after him.
Everything is fucked. It's chaos inside. Like, there are people going every way. There are people storming towards the CX corridor.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that you can see is that there is a wrought iron door already closed off to get into the
Okay.
corridor.
I would.
And they are obviously ill-prepared because they can't get in. They're trying to battering ram it open.
Can I step?
That's so funny and convenient.
Can I step forward and then try and lift it?
Yeah, roll a strength check.
Athletics or strength?
Well, how are you trying to lift
We
it?
don't know
There are
what's
no,
going on.
there's no
Yeah.
gap at the bottom, but there are like there's a small like door that they use to like see in. Sorry, a small
Yeah.
like window.
I will try lift it up and try create that gap.
Okay. Yep. Roll a strength check. This is a very high DC.
I wanna like see if I can grab the attention of someone. Be like,
19.
what's happening?
19. You put your hands on the lip of this little window
Mm-hmm.
and try and shove, and you can see Drefan's muscles like straining. You can feel them pulling, and it is so heavy and so hard, and you feel it like maybe a smidge shove up, but not enough to lift it. You stop somebody.
Yeah, and just like try and grab them and be like, what's the siren for? Do you know what's happening? I have a friend in here.
There's a problem in CX. Somebody pretty bad is like doing some bad shit.
Any further description? That wasn't really helpful.
Yeah, they think CX 38 is broken out.
Have you seen it?
Yeah, I have a job that I gotta do. I don't really want to be yelled at or anything, so I'm gonna leave you. Bye.
Yeah, okay.
And they like run off, and you see they're like going up the stairs.
Okay. I will keep trying.
Okay, yep. Roll another strength check for me.
Sure, it's not athletics.
It's a strength check to lift.
This guy.
21.
A 21. You lift and struggle, strain, and it lifts a little bit higher, but it's not enough to lift the door.
Any of them trying to help it or anything?
Not at the moment. You can see they've got the battering ram. They're trying to ram the door down. It's buckling in, and that's making it harder
Okay.
for you to lift it.
Can I assist and just try to break the door through?
Yeah, you can roll to attack if you like.
Just kick it.
You're just gonna kick it? Yeah, roll to attack.
18 to hit.
Okay, with an 18, you do hit the door. It's already been rammed quite a lot. They're all like, everybody who's clustered around the door is being like yelled at. Put your back into it, you asshole!
I smite my kick.
Yeah, to do some more damage.
Yeah.
Sure, you can. Yep.
Divine Radiance, just kick the door.
Okay, yeah. It's hanging on by its last legs at this point. And I will say that now is probably when the explosion and rumble shakes it, and if you wanted to kick the door again,
Yeah.
you kick the door. Roll to hit.
8.
With an 8, this door is already so fucked, and the explosion has dislodged it from its hinges that it kind of crumples in and falls with a heavy ting. People start trying to flood into the corridor. Are you following?
I'll move
or
out of the
are you
way,
moving out
knowing
of the
that
way?
it's not like sort of my
Yep.
jurisdiction.
What is Zahryn doing in this like 30-second period?
Looking around to see any traces of Nero who was in
Roll a
here.
perception check.
Sorry. Very sorry.
18.
18. You don't see any signs of Nero. You're looking pretty hard. There's a lot of things moving around here. There's a lot of people trying to knock down the door, trying to flood in. You don't see any sign of Nero at all. Is there anything else Zahryn would do?
Go up to Drefan and be like,
What are we doing? Have you seen Nero anywhere?
Can I look to the nearest, I suppose nearest commander or like officer, and be like, do you need anything?
You're asking them?
Yeah.
I need you to get out of the way, bro. Move.
I'm fucking open the door for them.
Yeah, citizen, get out of the way. Everybody's like streaming into
Yeah.
the corridor. But you can hear them trying to like use the levers to raise the doors, and you can hear the yelling, and there's like slamming on the bars from all the prisoners that are like jeering at them and yelling at them. Zahryn, are you following into the corridor? Or are you staying with Drefan? Okay. Yeah, sure. You guys are staying on the outs?
yeah.
Okay. You see Androxin is like leading the charge, trying to get the door down.
Lovely.
And the doors at the front are actually fully rolled like off. There's like a metal door that has sealed itself over the front, so there's no getting out.
Oh yeah, let's Fortnite dancing here.
Yeah, I'll just wait by the door, I guess.
Okay, you wait by the door, yep. Nero. The wall has been blasted open, and you can see civilians on the other side, like running, screaming away from the side down different streets. Are you going to head out the door? Okay. Or the hole in the wall.
Is the prisoner coming with me? He said he had a detour or a pit stop he needed to make, right?
Yeah, you see the prisoner head back to the cell door and like kind of squint a little bit and then walk back towards you quickly. Detour is gonna have to wait. You got a place to lay low?
I do not.
Excellent. I was in a prison cell. I also don't. So we're gonna have to wing it.
Well,
Let's go.
I mean, do I remember your address?
The tavern that we're staying at?
Oh no. I have got a room at a tavern.
Great. Does it have a balcony?
Yes, it does.
Perfect. Let's go. It grabs you by the shoulder and like pulls you. Which way? Which one?
This way.
Excellent.
Down this street.
They're gonna lead you down alleyways and kind of like sneak for a little bit around the panopte. Would you like to roll a stealth check for me again?
With disadvantage. 7.
I thought I couldn't get any worse than the first one. 2.
The figure kind of looks back to you. They make almost no sound as they move. Looks back to you, as you're like clunking along, you know, maybe acting natural would probably be a bit better. They stand up, dust themselves off. Look like you haven't just committed a crime, would you?
I mean, are people gonna recognize you?
I'm not really planning on giving them enough of a chance to.
All right, I'm gonna take my mask off and.
Yep.
Still with like an absolute look of terror in my face, try to look and act natural.
You gotta stop that.
This is to stop what?
That? You're looking like a weirdo.
I'm sorry, I haven't exactly ever broken out.
Oh, I'm not that bad. I only killed one person. Well,
I mean,
that's not true. I lied. I'm sorry.
I'm just gonna.
My God. Okay. What can I do that would help you from freaking out? We need to be chill about this.
I'm not freaking out.
Oh my God.
I think we should just get going.
Alright, well, don't look terrified. Well, actually, oh my... Genius. And it begins to, like, run screaming away from the explosion.
It takes me a moment to work out what's happening, but once I do, I follow suit.
Sure, yeah. There's a whole lot of people running away screaming. There's kids that are, like, crying. You guys are heading back down to the tavern. What are you guys doing? You're still hanging around?
Yeah,
We can't get out now.
I'm waiting for direction from someone. I'm standing out of the way.
Yep.
And just wait.
I'm just like panically going, excuse me, like a citizen would like, what's going on? Who's happening? Where's my friend? Where's
Everybody's kind of like paying no mind to you.
Yeah.
They're all sort of like stressed out and focused on the massive hole that's been blown into the wall, apparently. It takes probably about 30 seconds from when they enter into the corridor to seeing Androxyn sprint back out and lift the door! Lift the door!
I will go try and lift the door.
Androxyn will help you this time, so you can have a strength check with advantage for this one.
17.
Okay. With a 17, this is a little bit easier to lift. It's not like it doesn't have like the massive spikes that drill into the floor. With the help of Androxyn, you manage to lift it enough to wedge it open, like enough for you to like roll underneath it. Androxyn yells at different members of the pan-up to go in pursuit of CX-38 and shoot to kill.
Oh.
Lovely.
And that is where we're going to take our break. Okay. Hope you guys are enjoying. Are you guys enjoying?
I'm just
You having so
scared.
much fun?
Were you expecting it to go this way?
No. But these things happen. Anyway, that's a first half for sure. I was not expecting that, but now for the second half, I guess you guys are going to be interrogating a high-risk security prisoner.
That's
going to be so fun.
Find out that they're a prisoner.
It's going to be so fun. Alright, we're going to be back in 15 minutes, so take your time, get a drink, some snacks if you want. I don't know.
Piss.
Do a piss. Go piss, girl.
Do a bitch shit.
Do a bitch shit. Go piss, girl. We're going to be back in 15. We will see you guys in a little bit. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye.
Ciao. I'm okay. I have to do speaking. Oh no.
I'm not there.
Hang on.
Hello?
Is it good?
Oh!
Oh, yay.
This is such a professional stream.
It is.
Oh.
I don't know why it does that. I'm not sure.
I have to do some research.
Yes. Yeah, what's up, guys? Welcome back.
Trying not to punch the chips.
Oh,
Do
true.
it.
I think we should take. I'm gonna move the chips, guys. Sorry, stream. Sorry that you had to hear me munching.
I don't know if they can hear you munching.
Mukbang.
What?
Okay.
What are you doing?
Welcome back, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your break. Hope you got snacks. If you got snacks or a sweet treat, especially a sweet treat, please let me know what the sweet treat was. I just want to know. For, like, research purposes.
2 kilos of salt.
2 kilos of salt is not a sweet treat. You're an idiot. you're a dummy. Don't mess with my sweet treat.
Did you just figure out Lucky's an idiot?
Really thorough.
The thing is, though, I feel like Lucky's smart, but he doesn't apply himself.
That's been feedback I have regularly received.
Lemonade sweet treat.
Lemonade? I love lemonade.
Lemonade is a sweet treat.
I never...
Homemade lemonade.
What type of lemonade?
It's been ages since I've had homemade lemonade.
It's so good.
You have a bunch
Maybe
of
we need
different
to,
types of lemonade.
next potluck that we do, maybe we should have homemade lemonade. That'd be really cunt.
Lemonade.
It's just so nice. It's so sour
Mm.
and sweet.
Sweet and
I
sour?
know.
Hopefully
Crazy.
next potluck I'll have some like form of training, so now it'll be extra goated sweet treats that I make.
True. I love a sweet treat,
If you-
guys. One thing about me. Sorry, James. What were you gonna say? Was it gonna be useful?
It was, actually.
Oh.
I was gonna say Leah. That's Quinn. Guys, end the stream, it's over. If you need any of my sweet treat recipes from my sweet treat book,
Sweet treat.
hit me up. Fam.
Guys, do you know I like sweet treats?
I think I
You like
have
sweet
Christmas
treats?
You know what
treats.
I miss? The
Sweet
merchie
treat.
that you got that one time.
I need to bring it.
Yeah.
There's like
I
4
will-
Japanese
I will
restaurants
help you
here.
pay for it. No, but those ones?
They're the best I've had. They're banger. They're really puggers.
I will fund this. I will do anything for them again.
They're near me, so I can go and get them.
Alright. Should we get back to committing heinous crimes?
Yeah.
You mean no 40 minutes of
I'm
yapping?
helping the authorities.
Guys, do you want be honest? Do you want to see 40 minutes of yapping, or do you want to see us play D&D? That's so crazy.
Both are good options, honestly.
Let us know in the comments
Let us know.
down
We should-
below.
We should do a podcast, but it's called
Dumb fuck with Q.
With
I
what?
don't know what it's on about.
Dumb fuck with what?
DUMFUQ.
Oh, dumb fuck with a Q.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What does it
not
stand
what
for?
I was gonna say.
I don't know yet.
My brain went to like critically educated, so we could call it critted.
Oh.
And then I'm just gonna we're just gonna yap, and that's it. You're
I
gonna be
have been told that like we could sit here for 3 hours and it's entertaining because the 40 minutes last time was
oh
entertaining.
good.
Good to know.
Yeah.
We need to do it. We need to do like a monthly podcast where it's just a wrap up of just random shit.
Yeah.
That would be fun. It'd be a good time.
When I
Let
read
us
the
know
bushes.
if you want to see the Yap Sesh, where we talk about like eating glass or whatever it was we talked about last week. Was it eating glass?
It
Probably.
was, yeah.
Something
Holy
cryptic.
Wait, was that on stream?
Yeah.
Wait, we did the
40
whole
minutes.
audio test on stream?
It wasn't an audio test. We were like, yeah, let's go. We're back from break now. Let's yap for 40 minutes.
Yeah, we do have a habit of doing that. Anyway, before we lose our entire
Yes,
session
let's
again.
play Dungeons and Dragons.
But let us know if you want to see a Yap Sesh. Because I'll do that instead. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Lock in, gang.
Holly, I've been locked in this whole time.
I've been locked
Mr.
out.
Corn chips.
I have been thoroughly tempted.
Go and get the corn chips.
If you want corn chips,
Go and get them, but you can only eat them under the table. Just you crouch on and just.
You want to take the corn chips home with you? I don't eat them, so.
I love corn chips. They're fucking.
I'll take them home with me.
Cool.
Love that.
Yes.
That's cunty.
Take some nachos with you.
Sure.
Namcho.
I don't have anything planned tomorrow. I will need lunch to sustain myself.
And I'm the
Okay,
one
okay.
blamed.
Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons. Locking in.
No. Well,
Okay, no?
we need to explore this a little bit more. We need to explore it. Namcho, because I'm curious. What does that mean? Anyway,
Stuck my dick in the cheese.
No! I don't want the nachos anymore.
I don't think I do either.
The cheese sauce is extra special.
It's funny. That's how the teachers used to describe you.
The cheese sauce is extra special?
No, just the extra special.
Oh, okay, I was like, what does that mean? They called him cheese sauce. What does that mean?
Cheese sauce. Cheese sauce is in the corridor. Cheese sauce is on the carpet again.
Cheese sauce incoming.
Why is cheese sauce on the piano?
Oh my god. Cheese sauce on the piano?
That's my worst nightmare.
That's great.
Bro, if anyone puts anything on my piano, I go crazy.
You know, you got like a Karen American
Let alone-
spray cheese just
I
fill
have
your
to fix
keys.
my paper towel thing. I'm so sorry, guys.
I remember
It's
once in
annoying.
high school, I was going into like one of the music rooms to do some music practice,
Yeah.
and I pull back the cover from the the piano keyboard, and on every single key, someone had meticulously placed an almond across the entire keyboard.
Oh my god, I love that.
It was specifically beta trap for James.
An
Oh,
almond.
look, an almond.
That isn't it like dangerous in a school to have like lots of nuts?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Because it's like
Imagine in high school people are self-sufficient enough to not eat nuts.
But like some people are so anaphylactic.
that if they're like contaminated with it, like if they touch it and shit.
Fair. Anyway,
It's like
back to D&D.
Oh, yeah, back to D&D.
How long have we been
Okay,
yapping
guys.
for?
I don't know.
7 minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes, that's fine. We could go for 70. It's chill. Anyway, well, last we left off, Nero became a criminal.
It's only illegal if they find out.
That's true.
This is not legal advice.
I would know. I'm a law student. If you want any legal advice, I got you covered. I would say that it's been probably like 5 to 10 minutes since you actually like broke out of you broke the prisoner out of prison and then joined them on the run to the balcony. To the inn room. At this point, you guys have escaped under the roller door, and you've just heard that the Oculari have been given orders to, if they find the prisoner, to shoot to kill, and neutralize at all costs. What would you guys like to do? There's still no sign of Nero.
Yeah, wait awkwardly and see if Androxon acknowledges me again, or would just be...
He's just going. He's leading and yelling at different platoons.
Maybe even if Nero was in there, if we go back to the inn, at least Nero will come back there. If he's alive.
He could be dead.
I don't know.
Should we go back? No, that's probably a bad idea.
What?
Go back in there?
No.
Okay. We'll go to tavern, I guess. All right.
What if Nero's there? Or what if Nero comes there?
Well, what we can do is we can wait there, and then when it calms down, we can come back and ask Androxon if Nero's not there.
You can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back and hope by some miracle he's teleported there with the 0 skills that we've seen from him so far. Let's go.
That's so rude. I feel lucky I didn't hear that.
Whoa! You aided a criminal. That's a skill.
We haven't seen it so
But
far.
you haven't seen it. That's
seen
so
it
sad.
so far is what I said.
I fumbled the entire escape.
Well, lucky the
Entire guard troop regiment is incompetent.
yeah, and also with a pretty high intelligence, you figure the person that you broke out might have had something to do with the hold up. But Nero would figure that, but Nero doesn't know it yet. But anyway.
As
so you-
we're walking, I want to keep an eye out for Nero.
yeah,
Obviously.
sure. Are you going quickly or are you going just leisurely? What are you guys doing?
I would say I'm not sprinting, but I'm kind of like speed walking because I'm worried.
I am keeping pace, normal walking.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, I'm short. Fuck you.
Okay, sure. It's not too far away. It's like a 10-15 minute walk. To get back to the Renaissance. You, Nero. Actually, I'll get you to roll a perception check for me. Sorry, because you were looking for Nero.
I am. 13.
A 13. Nero got a bit of a head start on you, so I'll say that you probably don't see. Perception's like their thing, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Zahryn's pretty good.
Is that the lowest roll you can get it?
No. It's a. I
Oh, it's
rolled
a 7.
7.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a 1.
If it was a 1, I would have said it was a natural 1.
Yeah. it was-
Go and see a kitty cat.
Oh, yes, again.
Again. Again.
Hadouken.
Again. My rival's brain rot.
Again? You know, breeding eggs?
Yeah. We sell them at my work, but I'm not gonna say where I work this time because I've accidentally doxed myself in the past. But they were on streams that were deleted, so it doesn't matter.
Deleted?
Yeah, they were the ones that don't get saved, so we
Mm.
don't upload them again. Anyway, anyhow, anywho, Nero, you were sprinting with your newly released friend from prison. You're kind of directing. Are you keeping pace with them? They're sprinting. So
I'm gonna try to take the lead.
the lead. Yep.
And
Direct. Yep.
yeah, as to the best of my ability.
Yeah, I'll say you cover ground pretty quickly. You guys are like at a full sprint. So instead of the 10 to 15 minutes, you clear it in probably like, I don't know, 7 or so. Like you're going pretty quickly. As you get to the Renaissance, you see the figure skid to a stop. Alright, which way are we going? Balcony-wise. There's a few.
I believe it was around here somewhere. And I think it was on that main street there.
Couldn't be on a side street? No? Alright, well, best you don't see me do this. You know, plausible deniability and everything. You head in, I'll meet you on the balcony.
Very well.
Gives you like a thumbs up. And you see they loop around to the balcony. You guys are keeping pace. You're walking probably like, I would say quicker than normal, but you will still take probably closer to 10 minutes to get there. So you're only a few minutes behind Nero. Nero, are you just heading straight up or what are you going to do?
I'm gonna walk in the front door.
Yep.
Is there anyone here?
Not many people, no.
It's nice and quiet.
There's the barkeep. And then there is only 2 other people. Yes. So they're kind of like sat at a table together. They're not on the actual bar.
Do any of them pay me much attention?
Doesn't look like it, no. They're like looking up at seeing people running every which way outside on the street, but they seem to just kind of look at you and then just look back. They don't seem to see anything interesting.
I'll go up to the balcony then.
Okay, sure. You're not stopping to say anything to Larisha?
What is there to say?
Hey. It's okay, you can just head straight up.
Maybe I'll just smile
Joy gives you a nod.
and then I'll go upstairs.
You head upstairs and the main balcony is the same one that had the blood pool on it. Looked like it had been disturbed. You see a Clear balcony at the moment. Doesn't seem like there's anybody on there at the moment.
I am going to open the door to the balcony and I'll sit down. Well, is there a bench on the balcony? Anywhere I can sit?
There is, yeah. There's an overturned, like, set of 2 seats and like a little tiny wrought iron table.
I'm gonna turn one of the seats back up and sit on it.
Yep. You see the figure. Well, you turn the seat up, and you hear from behind you the sound of a footstep, and the other chair is righted and sat in.
Were you? I'm not going to ask. I didn't see anything.
I was behind the door.
Ah, okay.
Better that you don't stand in the way.
Sorry.
That's right. Just a couple of friends having a chat. Just relax.
Yes. I assume we can't stay here for long.
Oh, I don't know. I'm pretty good at hiding, and as long as you didn't give anybody your name, we're probably all right.
Well, I mean, other than the barkeep.
No, I mean at the Panopt.
Well,
You know what? I've been out of a tougher bind. So, I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting you to step up to the plate and help me out the way you did.
it didn't really look like you needed much help at all. Doesn't seem like I...
Technically not true. High security prisons are an interesting beast. I have a whole lot of tricks up my sleeve, but let's just put it this way. If you didn't bring me the keys, I wouldn't have been able to do what I did. Preferably, they don't let you talk at all, but you know what they don't know doesn't hurt them. So, you are looking for information about a missing person?
Yes. Yes.
Right. Perhaps, your room is secure?
I have no reason to believe otherwise.
Well, maybe best not to be out in the open.
Alright, well, follow me.
You head back into the room, and at this point, you guys would probably have arrived at the Redasan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you just gonna go straight up to your rooms? Are you gonna?
I'm gonna look at Lurish and be like, oh, did my friend come in? You know, the one that I was with earlier? Have you seen him?
Oh right, yeah, the Genasi just went up actually.
Lovely. Sorry, we got lost in the chaos and I was hoping we'd...
Yeah, some sort of breakout at the prison.
I don't really know about what happened, but...
Oh, we heard a pretty big explosion out here.
Yes.
Whole heap of Oculare came knocking on the door. Drove all our prisoners away. Prisoners. Patrons. Sorry, everybody. My brain died.
I released the people from the dungeon, the bastards.
My brain died. It's hard.
Sorry about that. We'll come down for a nice dinner. Hopefully that helps.
Of course, well, see you in a bit.
Well, good. Thank you. And I go up and I instantly go to Nero's room and try and open the door.
Door's locked, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be being stealthy, and I am wearing full armor.
Yep.
Just feel like...
The figure, here's you coming up the stairs. Points to their ear.
I'll listen out.
You can also hear Drefan coming up the stairs. And you see the figure like wrench open one of the doors, like not the actual room door, but the door to like the dresser, or like the it's like a cupboard, a wardrobe, and kind of fits themselves onto the bottom part of the shelf. And shuts the door.
Nero, are you in there? Why did you lock the door? You didn't lock the door last time.
Oh, sorry, I just needed some time to myself.
How did you get out?
Yes, where were you? What happened?
It's a very long story.
Open it?
I'll
The door?
I'll unlock the door.
I let myself in again.
I will step out. May I come in?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Thank you. Close the door behind you as well.
Oh, okay. I'll close the door.
Thanks.
I was looking for Zahryn,
Mm-hmm.
and according to Androxon, he was speaking with a prisoner in room CX38, and so I thought I'd pay him a visit.
Mm-hmm.
And next thing I know, the alarms went off, I got stuck in there, the prisoner blew a hole in his cell, and I ran straight out.
Out of where?
The hole.
You were there with the prisoner.
Yes, I was speaking to him, trying to find out what happened to Androxon.
Oh.
Sorry, to Zahryn.
What
They
did
let you speak to them.
What did the prisoner look like?
I don't remember, it was all in... It was also quick.
They let you just speak to the high-risk prisoner?
Well, for some reason the hallway was completely empty,
Mm-hmm.
so I snuck through.
And what did they say?
Well, they said that they helped him find a friend or someone he was looking for, and that was it.
And
And then they said, you better stand back,
Uh-huh.
and then the rest was chaos.
Deception check?
Yeah. Knowing that, like, not trusting Nero, I'm gonna roll an insight
Sure,
check.
yeah.
Because I don't know you.
Can I give help extra? By being the people
I
person?
think you'd have to roll it yourself too.
Oh.
20!
Mm.
5.
14.
Well,
Hmm?
kind of studying Nero. It seems like Nero's like a bit shaken by the whole situation, and everything happens so quickly, and maybe he really doesn't remember much about what was said.
I'll be like, I guess, yeah, Drefan just on like face value and probably really low. So be like, well, yeah, I will take some time. We'll have some dinner and all that. And when everything's quieting down, we can nip back up there and you can give a report just to make sure that you're cleared of any wrongdoing.
If you want.
You know, I'm not sure that's such a great idea. It doesn't seem to me like the Oculari are infallible. I mean, after all, my father was caught up for doing nothing. He hardly practices magic, and he was reported, so...
Yeah, that's true.
I just want to stay out of
Criminal.
the limelight.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I was worried. Next time if you're going to go speak to a high-risk prisoner, like, at least, like, tell us first, because, I don't know, you seem shaken up by the whole thing.
I didn't realize he was such a big deal.
Oh.
But, anyways.
Oh well. Do you need anything else for us? Do you want me to go get you something from downstairs?
You know, a glass of water would be lovely.
Yeah, of course. I'll go get. You want anything?
Hot under the table.
No, not really.
Okay. I will go downstairs and get
Mm-hmm.
Nero a glass of water.
Yep.
And I'll also just like offer Nero to be like, hey, so look, I understand there's a high risk prisoner about. So if you want me to stay downstairs at all for the evening, or just call if you need any further assistance.
Oh, that's mighty helpful of you. I appreciate that.
Of course.
Can I get you anything? Would you like a drink or anything to
Not
eat?
right now. I'll come back down for dinner. Thank you, though.
Of course. Well, I'll let you know if there's anything, but I think we might have a quiet night in and just service any guests that we already have. Seems like between the false identity and the, well...
Fuck's sake. No. Get dog camera now, I guess. Look at it. It's adorable.
Dog camera, the whore.
What?
What does it look like?
Anyway,
Something
back to
stuff.
me.
looks
That's
fine.
fine, yeah.
Oh,
Perhaps not. I don't know. Between the mistaken identity and well, whatever's been going on with the Rotkin, and then this explosion, this high risk prisoner running out.
Hot.
I think it'll be best if we close up shop a little bit earlier. My folks are not equipped to dealing with the stress. They're getting a bit older, and we just want to make sure we can do whatever we can for them.
Just know, let me know if you need a hand at all. Yeah.
Of course, I
Um,
appreciate that.
And I'll take a glass of water up to Nero.
While this is going on downstairs, are you guys talking at all?
Yeah, so you stayed in there after we left, and then you went to the Drefan gentleman.
yes.
Sorry,
being
I was just
assaulted by
wanting
the
to know if you
horse.
found anything out about your father. What did you say about your father with the being?
Oh, right. Well,
Sorry, I wasn't there.
yeah, no, that's right. Well, apparently my father had been reported to the Oculare over some sort of heresy.
Oh.
Reported by a noble from my hometown.
And does your father? I mean, you don't have to tell me if you don't want. Is he a part of that?
A part of
Heretics?
no, not that I know of. No, we live.
Are you also a heretic?
I'm
We-
just interested.
I'm just like curious to know, cause like I know some stuff.
We live very simple and honest lives.
Hot.
We just run a small, it's small family jewelry shop and masonry shop as well. We don't deal with anything that we're not supposed to.
Oh my gosh.
It's over for this
Oh.
microphone.
The whore.
I mean, yes, I understand the growing up small family doing what you think is fine. Sorry that your father got blamed. It happens quite a bit more than you've probably experienced.
Yes, it really makes you question. It really makes you question the
Authority.
authority.
You weren't already?
Well, I had no reason to.
Nero.
Are you also like an illegal heretic? I'm just so curious.
I think I need some space for a moment. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, is Drefan far with that water? Can I hear Drefan?
Yeah, you can hear that up the
You're going
stairs.
to leave me with him.
I thought you two.
He's just loud and it's okay. It's fine, I'll deal with it.
Alright, Drefan, you come back with the water.
Give the glass to Nero and just like, let me know if you need anything else.
Thank you, Drefan. I appreciate it.
He wants to be left alone now, so we can go.
Okay.
Are our rooms next to each other?
I believe so, yeah.
What?
Nothing.
No reason.
Or,
Just harboring a criminal.
I just need to listen out and see if my body starts crying or not. So I'm there for him.
I would just be like, yes, but like, do we have a time we want to meet downstairs for dinner then, or?
Yes.
I just need 10 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll meet you downstairs then. Unless you want to go grab something from the room.
I don't have anything there now.
Alright.
Okay. Do you guys head downstairs?
Yep.
All right.
How dare you suggest going downstairs?
That's what Drefan would do.
Yeah.
He was like, I've agreed to go be like a guard for the tavern whilst it's dangerous.
Yeah.
So I will go wait downstairs in case trouble brews.
Okay. And Nero, you are now left with the fugitive again.
Swish, swish, swish.
Yeah.
The figure still stays in the wardrobe.
I'm going to open it.
You see that the figure has, like, shoved themselves towards the back. And there's like it looks like their hands were about to do some sort of spell. And then they see it's you and they, whoa, you know, good lion. Pretty impressive stuff, you know. I didn't think you had it in you.
I would take. Their room's next door.
Gotcha. And they like drop to a whisper.
I'm
They're
sorry,
already speaking sort of softly.
I don't think this is going to hold. They will see the keys. Obviously, you couldn't have, broken the door into the janitor's closet and wrenched the door open while you were locked up in your cell. I don't think anyone
Well-
is going to believe my excuse.
No, but there was someone who came to visit me a little bit earlier and is suspiciously missing in action. Kind of a perfect scapegoat, wouldn't you say?
Oh!
This guy.
We're gonna put Zahryn in prison!
I feel.
By God!
He was a bit of.
You know, those former authority figures. Well, let's just say I don't typically get along very well with them. And let's just say we're going to come to an arrangement like one that you and I had. And let's just say they didn't keep up their side of the bargain.
What's wrong, Horse?
Hot.
Just always want to go outside.
Imagine so.
Hot want to go piss
Acts
go.
as a door.
Not hot. Bye, Hot.
Bye, what?
Let's just say they didn't keep their side of the deal. And well, this Sarah fellow has got a bit of a mark against his name in my book.
What did he do?
Skipped out on me. Gave him the exact same instructions I gave you. Said he was gonna help me. Where does he go but duck off running to a lead that wasn't quite complete. I don't give all of my secrets straight away. Part of the business. But you, on the other hand, I believe I owe you some information. So, are you interested in the Erasnia information that I've got, or you want me to track down this missing person for you? I can follow some leads, get some information. Might take me a little while, but we can rendezvous.
Erasnia. What do we know about Erasnia?
It's where we are,
It's where you want now,
and
yeah.
there's the poison with the wine and the stuffs, and the rot beasts.
Yes. But I mean, there's only really one thing that's super important to me at the moment. I mean, everything that went down here is truly awful. But
Mhm.
I think the Oculari have what they need.
Maybe.
Although, you know, what is so evil about making plants grow a little bit quicker than they normally would?
Well, depends. Do you want to get theoretical, or would you like to get historical, or perhaps are you simply asking for my opinion?
No, I think I know the answer.
People in positions of power will always use it and abuse it against people that they don't think should have any. Subjugate the weak and you've got no problems.
Yes, I have.
Until the weak gain a conscience.
I said if you freed Lennon.
I think this is exactly what's happened to my father. You see, our little jewelry store, recently in particular, has grown to some renown. And, well, one of the other noble families from Sheercrest, or the son of this family, one of the sons reported my father to the Oculare. I suspect, I mean, my only suspicion is that they didn't like our growth. Maybe we posed some sort of competition.
Which family was this?
The how is this pronounced? Mycinale?
Yeah, Mycinale, yep.
Yes, it was Adrius. We've only met on a few occasions. In fact, I think they may have even come through our store.
You can see that as you're saying this, the figure is like making notes. Obviously don't have anything to like write with, but you can see they're like recording the information.
Do I know if the Mycinale have any investment in the jewelry sector?
I think you might have asked me this last time, and I think they do. Is what I think you already rolled for it, so I think I'll give to you for free if not. But yes,
they own lots of magical item stores, trade rare artifacts and magical items. Okay, well, yes. I mean, are you familiar with the Mycinale family?
Well, in my trade, you're a little bit familiar with everyone. Can't say I've gone down to Sheercrest, but I do recall hearing some rumors from that area when the Mycinale were at a convention in Vias Calinus.
Convention where, sorry?
In Vias Calinus, Vaes space Calinas.
What kind of convention, sorry?
It's a sort of convention for the trade of magical artifacts. Certain explorers will pillage from different continents, from temples, that sort of stuff, and bring it to sell in a sometimes less than legal capacity in certain conventions. Vias Calinus has a rotating schedule. This time they were hosting. Sometimes they just send out delegates. It's an interesting place to find things for sticky fingers.
Very well. And
you can look into this Mycinale family if you like.
I would appreciate that.
I can do that. And what was the name of this missing person? Your father?
His name's Feldspar. I'm not sure if you're familiar with our naming traditions, but
I'm afraid not.
we're from Sheercrest, so he's Feldspar of Sheercrest.
Alright, and how long has he been missing?
Well, I think it was about a month ago, maybe a little bit longer. He left
Mm-hmm.
to come here. He was collecting a new mineral or substance of some description to make some new wares with. I know whatever it was very hard to find because he was looking for a very long time, and he found it here, so he came. And he was supposed to pick it up and return home, and he never came back home.
Interesting. Do you know who he was supposed to be meeting?
He didn't say very much about it.
Right. Well, any leads or any clues as to where he might be?
Well, a few people have mentioned that they saw some Genasi heading towards Pyrrhus. There's also a possibility that he met with one of the local jewelers. I hear Goskins is a jeweler nearby. Potentially Billow folks as well. Could be a place to look, but I find it unlikely. This person that my father was meeting with didn't sound like a regular commercial entity. It was a private sale.
All right. Anything else that would be distinct about this individual should I find them?
Well, he's grey in complexion.
Right.
A cool, slightly blue grey. Well, as he's grown older, he's started to sprout quartz.
Oh, right, I see.
Yes, it causes him a bit of pain, but I suppose that's life. Yes, he does. He has a bit of a limp. And I think that's everything that's... I mean, obviously he'll look quite similar to me. But, well, other than his... those features I mentioned. Yes, he has a mask quite like mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just about it.
All right, well... I don't usually make a habit of starting up a correspondence of goodwill, but hey, once you're in the slammer, maybe I'm a changed person. Who knows? I will run down some leads for you. Might take me a few days. Do you have any plans of where you might be?
I think we were considering heading to Pyrrhus.
Ah.
If we're not here, and I think we will want to get a move on.
Right, well,
we'll be in Pyrrhus.
I will meet you there then.
Do you have any advice? What should I do so that...
Advice? I've got a lot of advice. Someone tells me it's probably not advice you'd like, but ask your question.
How can I make sure that they don't find out that it was me?
Oh, don't worry. I've already got a plan. I'm assuming I'm not going to pin it on our mutual friend.
Well, I mean, I'd only known him a few days.
Right.
Days? A
Few hours.
A few hours.
Is it really all the same day?
Yeah.
Are we still on the same
Yep.
day?
Yeah.
God damn.
We have not slept.
A few
yet.
hours. I only met him earlier today. Just before the execution.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, I don't really have a stellar moral compass, so, you know. I would be willing to pin it on the man on the run, but, you know, I can find other ways to cause trouble.
Whatever you think works best.
Well, leave it with me, and, word of advice. Don't go breaking anyone else out of prison. And you'll probably be fine.
Did I make him angry by being unloyal? I hardly knew the guy, it's fine.
He might have been joking.
Don't worry, I have no plans on. Well, thank you.
Been a while since I've heard that, but you're welcome. I will see you in Pyrrhus. I'll do my best to find whatever leads I can for you. Word of advice, just while I'm offering it. Road to Pyrrhus, depending on which way you go, can be a little bit tricksy.
So I've heard.
My advice, stick to the path. Don't go wandering off it too far. You'll probably be fine.
Is there anything else I can do to help?
To help me? Don't tell anybody you saw me. Unless you seriously trust them.
Don't tell anyone I saw who?
He's such a dog. I love Nero so much.
Well, alright then. I'm, gonna go. But it was nice meeting you. I didn't catch your name.
I'm deciding if I should actually give this guy my name.
You've given him a lot of information.
Yeah, I've given him a lot of
Yeah, I mean, he
information.
knows
You
my-
told him your dad.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I forgot you'd. Sorry, I'd never introduced myself. I suppose it wasn't the time. Nero. Also of Shearcrest.
Pleasure to meet you.
Likewise.
Yet to be seen. Alright, well, I will leave you to go and lie some more to your friends. Dunno. And kind of heads to the door.
You must understand. The other one is. He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, and he's a do-gooder.
Good luck. Well, I'll see you in Pyrrhus.
Hopefully.
Kind of, the mask is still up on their face, so you don't quite get a good look at all of their features. But the figure nods to you, and with a hand on the doorknob, just like very slowly turns it, makes almost no sound. And then steps out and kind of just casually walks down the stairs.
He's not even gonna leave by the balcony? This guy. I'm gonna wait maybe a minute or two and then follow down afterwards.
Yep. You hear noise on the stairs, and you look up and see a figure with like hair kind of pushed back away from the face, a kind of genial smile on the face, all of the buttons of a linen shirt that seems to be well worn, done up, rolled to the wrist, belt kind of tied around the waist, heads down, gives a nod to the bartender, and walks out.
Just dude.
Yeah.
Cool. Whatever.
Actually, roll an insight check. Or perception, actually.
I should have asked this guy about
Arrow inside.
You can,
cages.
yeah. You can still catch him.
Yeah.
Roll
21 perception.
21? 11? This figure seems very androgynous.
Yes.
There's not really a hint of facial hair.
Slay legend.
I'm gonna chase. Well, not chase. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
watch. Just go down the stairs afterwards.
Yep.
And I'll say, "Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I mistook you for Cadius."
Can't say I know Arcadius.
Sorry, I'd be on your way.
Are you trying to persuade, deceive? What are you...
No, I'm just.
You see the figure kind of squint at you for a second.
You don't know. It's been a long day for me. I'll leave you be. I'm very sorry.
Right, well, when you're up close to the figure, you notice that, like, when you mention Cadius, there's a furrow to the brow and like a head tilt. But the figure very steadily jerks their head back, very slowly jerks it back, so it looks like kind of a fluid movement. And they spin on the heel.
Can I
inside?
Yep,
you can. Yep.
In the tray.
Natural 1 for 2.
Nice.
Probably just has a pain in their neck.
Yeah, fair. I mean, they were
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Just leans the head back, and you can see kind of along the line of the throat there are several scratches that kind of run in like a hatch on either side. Well, sorry that I can't help you anymore.
Good evening.
And heads out the door. You guys do see the interaction.
Oh yeah.
Wait, would you have heard the can't help you anymore? With the 21 perception?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll go sit down and join these two.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. Are you Cadius? No. Sorry, I can't help you anymore. Bye. It makes sense in a conversation.
Yep. Figure leaves the door. Leaves through the door, sorry.
I'll sit down.
Who is that?
Oh, no one apparently.
Why were you looking for Cadius?
I don't know. Something seemed eerily similar.
Okay.
I think my mind's playing tricks on me.
Deception check. I don't know. Let's see.
I have a passive insight of 14.
Meets it, beats it. Uh-oh.
I would say you think Nero's mind probably is playing tricks on him, but there's also some sort of level of duplicity to it.
Just like a... Okay. What do you want to eat?
What are you eating?
God! Stop! This guy's been a baby every single time because of all the stuff that's been happening. He keeps telling me to go away.
Me.
Yeah, I'm just trying to help, and you just go away. I'm like, fine.
Go away, I don't want to talk
So
to
now
you.
I'm gonna be mean back because I don't know that you're lying to me. I don't think you don't like me now.
Do you guys feel intimidated? To be honest.
I'm still not feeling 100%.
Why'd you come down then?
Well, I wanted to see how you two are holding up.
Fine.
I'm feeling great. Considering I had a puncture wound earlier.
Yes, a remarkable recovery.
What do you want for food? I will go order.
Get me anything.
Okay. Anything, something light, bread.
Maybe some soup and
Okay.
some salad.
Soup.
Yeah.
And I'll give you
Oh.
some change.
Oh.
Oh no, it goes on a
I have to
tab,
come
doesn't
with-
it?
Have you
Oh
seen-
no, it adds to the tabs. It's fine. It's fine.
Yep. Add it to the tab.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll
You
get
add
that.
an order.
And just like drinks at the table.
Sure. Yep. No worries. You guys order and have some time to decompress. Sit down.
So what is the plan? Where do we want to go next? So is it more directed at Zahryn? I mean, like, do we want to stay here for a bit?
Well, you mentioned the possibility of heading to Pyrrhus.
Oh, you're in on that now?
I think today was my first proper adventure.
Do you have fun?
No.
Welcome to adventure.
Yeah, you typically get injured, or I at least get injured quite a bit.
You know, you wouldn't have gotten injured if you listened to me.
We needed help.
They were already gone, Drefan.
I didn't say that. Anyway, but yeah. So we go to Pyrrhus. We might need to be careful there.
Yes, I want to see if I can find out what's happening there, if there's any... I don't know. I've never been there. I don't know what it is.
I actually know it's kind of hard for me to keep a low profile there.
Great. Why?
Kind of, you know, a little bit of champion,
It's
award winner.
there.
Well, it's my hometown.
Oh.
You know, the winery is out that way, the monastery, the center of the order and all that is there.
I would greatly appreciate it. 2 extra sets of eyes.
The center of the orders there.
Yes, when, you know, my family is based out of, the Order of the Withered Rose is based out of Pyrrhus.
That's so lovely. And you want to go there now?
You don't seem too keen on the idea.
It's fine.
Can I?
Oh, I might be able to...
Insight. Yeah.
Inside?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are you being deceitful?
You're being blunt.
Okay.
18 for a total of more than 18. 19.
Right. Yep.
I would say Zahryn at the moment seems kind of mad and then kind of confused. Confused with you, little bit mad at you.
I'm sorry.
I just like, although it could be good to see if any of, you know, my family is around.
Yes.
Wonder how Edelgard is doing.
Which one's that one?
Your brother, stepbrother, he was quite good at fighting as well. Enjoyed sparring with him. Yes. I mean, if we're looking for other things to do, I'm not too good. No idea where my mother is. Or my twin sister.
Do you think we could find out more about them in Pyrrhus?
I have no idea. I was like 4.
Would you like me to go there and see if I can read and find anything out in Pyrrhus?
That would be really good, actually. I was so with that.
Manipulated.
Dad didn't really want to talk about it, though.
Sorry, I just kicked you. My apologies.
If you two think Pyrrhus is the best decision, then so be it.
Dad was following you, so if you want to go somewhere else, I'm more than happy to follow on. I imagine we can find books anywhere, right?
It's my only lead for finding my father.
Yes.
So,
Alright.
Well, I will suggest that we rest tonight. Tomorrow, I still want to know what I'm getting myself into going to a new city.
That's
Just
good.
like I did on the way here. Just so that I know.
Okay, well, that'd be a good idea. I mean, there was the mention of the chaos and stuff, right?
Exactly.
This a vulture, what? The bird thing?
Yes, the bird thing. I'm surprised you know what that is, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
It's a bird.
Not many vultures in the Pyrean mantles.
I chose a children's book or something.
Yeah,
Bird.
Well, they're normally up near the God Split.
It's like
Yes, I want I want to do reading.
It's like an eagle or something.
Come, Holly. I want to go to the library and read about the different subjects.
I want to help carry books.
I want to read about pirates and the god split and figure out what all these things are because I don't know.
I'm so excited, guys. Get excited.
Interested.
It's going to be so fun. It's going to be fun.
Yes, well, if you don't mind waiting a day or so, I just want to see if there's a place that has books, possibly.
Like a library?
Well, yes, I don't know if they have one here. I haven't been here long.
I could go ask Androxus if he knows anything about.
Maybe let's ask Larisha, who's more local to the town. Androxus isn't really...
Well, Androxus came from Pyrus, didn't he? Well, Androxus came from Pyrus.
Oh. Yes, sorry, I was talking about the library.
Ah.
You want to go there and speak to him anyway, don't you?
I mean, it'd be good to give him an update of where we're heading, just in case. Maybe we can bring, you know.
God,
guy.
I hate this guy.
This guy is such a little narc. He's a snitch.
You little goody two-shoes.
Yeah, you definitely can't tell him anything. Run
Yeah.
it out.
Literally, design a carrier.
Do not associate my beliefs with his.
Yeah.
Hey,
We might walk together, but
He-
that's about it.
he's not smart enough to have beliefs against druids.
He doesn't know the
He
other
doesn't know what the fuck's happening. He's just like, oh, you're like me. You're like a lawman. I'm a lawman. I don't know what laws are. I just know generally what good and bad is, and then I kind of just vibe with them there.
Oh my god.
Well,
Vibe law.
I'm vibe checking the legislation.
Yo, can you guys check out my vibe law?
well, I'm happy to go to the library if there is a local one here and do some reading if you wanted to.
He's got a nice smile on. Oh.
Yeah, oh, he's so cute.
If you wanted to go back to the
Oh yeah, you cannot see if there's
anything that you can do because that's your thing, really.
Yeah, of course. And I'll have a chat around the town as well, see if there's any travelers coming through.
What would you like to do, Nero?
Perhaps I could follow up on some leads with some of the jewelry stores.
God, where else would he? Would you like me to come with, or do you know your way around?
I mean, I've been to a couple jewelry stores.
No, I mean like.
Do I know my way around the town?
Yes. Did you get lost last time?
I'm not really good at this sort of thing. So when I'm in nature, I can kind of like find my way around. I'm not terrible at it.
Yes, me too.
But when I'm, in cities and things like that, lots of directions. And, someone needs help, so you want to go help them carry their groceries home, and then, you send something else, and then...
Yes. What?
What?
Yes.
What?
You
Okay.
just kind of, get busy. People need help, so you help them do something, and then someone else needs help, and now all of a sudden you're in a new neighborhood, and you have no idea how you got there.
Yes. So I feel like we'd need someone with you so that you know where you're going. I personally don't want to go back to the Panopт if I'm being honest.
Okay. No, if you want, I can come help discuss your jewelers with you, and we can quickly tag into the panel.
We both don't want to go there. I'm in character putting this on you because I don't know that you don't want to go there.
Look, I get it. I want to pop in and just give an update and see if I can get any sort of information from Androxus around Pyrus. You don't have to come in. I understand. It's really annoying to drop all the stuff off through there. Have you ever to get a javelin for like
Do you
this?
have any weapons on you?
Oh my. No.
Your stuff is so bad.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yes, you ran through the hole, didn't you?
Just my whammy hammy.
Didn't you have a hammer before?
Yes.
Oh, cause I think I'm getting it. You cannot get it because you went through a hole.
Yes.
We'll have to go back and get it.
Yes, I think I will.
Yeah, if you want, I can ask for it, but I'm dropping my stuff off and getting it back. Although they typically get annoyed when you ask for other people's things. Hello, officer. Here's my weapon. And the name registered to it. I'm gonna be here for a bit. Doesn't leave.
Yeah, they have records. Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, I don't know. It was wrong to talk to the prisoner, do I? But I know you spoke to him.
Oh, no. You told him too much. You told him one sentence. That's too much. He's gonna yap all about it.
One thing I know, I'm a yapper. But no, it comes up in conversation, I guess. Oh well. Yeah. But I mean, be fun interaction about.
I don't want to talk to him.
You might still be able to find your new friend.
Oh well. I'll wait and see. But yeah.
I think I just need to find a new weapon, I think. Can they?
Weapon shop. Love looking at weapons.
I mean, you'd love to come with you for that.
You know, it was.
You can't go by yourself for that.
I'm actually. One thing I'm really good at. I'm good at blacksmithing.
Look at him. He's like a child.
He's feral.
I actually am proficient in blacksmith tools.
Feral and free.
I was just like, yeah, it's something. I actually need to get the hole in the chainmail patched up as well.
I'll give you some spending money. And then, would you be able to go with Drefan if I were to go to the library? Because Drefan's not really good with money, so could you make sure he doesn't get scammed?
Yes.
I'd appreciate it.
Where are you going? You're going to the.
Yeah, we can. Well, after you mentioned you want to go weapon shopping. I love looking at weapons. But also, I need to get the hole in the chainmail patched up.
Yes.
I just need to borrow the anvil for a bit, but.
Very well.
Does that sound like a plan?
That sounds like a plan.
Okay, so library, weapon shopping, jewelry, pan up. Are you also going to the jewelry and the pan up? Are you going with them, or you're just staying in the library for the whole day?
If we go shopping at the start, maybe I can come with, but then we split off when going to the pan up. That way we can all be together, and I won't hassle you with taking care of Drefan's money. But
And we can chat with the merchants and stuff. I imagine they would have talked to people that deliver things for Empires. They might have some information. And I double check with Endrox. I imagine he's got some inside the information around any sorts of things to be concerned about on the way.
does that sound okay? You haven't really been speaking.
No, I'm still a little bit in shock.
Okay. Well, it's just that you have now gone from being, kind of in the middle about going to Pyrus to now very wanting to go, but now you're not giving input. So I kind of need that.
I am.
Maybe there needs to be a conversation. Like, damn, this is getting savage.
I'm just blunt. I say what is in the head and it speaks. No kindness attached to it. You get what you get. I have a -2 charisma.
I'm happy to tag along with Drefan and make sure he managed to get that hole patched up. And then perhaps he can come with me to go follow up on a few leads.
Well, yes, we were going to go together, but then splitting off when you two were heading to the panel.
Sure.
Okay.
Can I roll an insight check? These guys are being helpful.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, roll an insight check.
Maybe I'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow.
You're lucky that's only an 8.
seems like he might be in shock. I don't know.
Oh my god.
He's a bit hard to read. You've only known him for a few hours.
Very stone-faced.
Ha ha ha. Oh.
Ha ha ha.
Rock for cock.
What did he say?
Rufflecopter.
He said rock for cock.
Rock for cock.
Okay. Well, I'll ask again tomorrow. Please
Yeah.
have a different answer.
Okay. So you guys are finishing out your meal. I'm assuming you're just all heading to upstairs to sleep.
Yep.
Long
Can I-
rest.
A nice awkward meal interrupted by Drefan's just constant yapping.
Yeah. Drefan is continuing trying to get both the conversation.
Yeah.
Can I check in the closet and see if he left anything behind accidentally?
Yeah, sure. In your room. Yeah.
Hmm.
You're just heading straight up. You guys are also heading straight up.
Yep.
Does anybody want to have any separate conversations before
No,
you go? No.
Drefan goes upstairs. I suppose remember that if she needs a hand, goes up just upstairs.
Yep.
Goes through the evening routine, exercise, and prayer.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, prayer's important.
This guy's so sick.
Yeah.
So
But
awesome.
fun fact about the prayer doesn't sound good. It is someone that doesn't know what they're doing, but is trying their best.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dear,
I see.
dear God.
Dear Rotha, I hope I did good today. Tried my best.
We love that.
Everything I can do.
Yep.
You just try to have like a conversation in prayer. It just never works. It's like, I don't know what the fuck's going wrong.
I'm just gonna kind of like stretch out my right arm and just like open and close my hand a bit and just like shake it and be like, okay, it's fine. I don't need to do anything tonight because some nights you see me sitting there with a little spell for like an hour, but I'm all good and I chill. And I just
Okay,
sit there.
sure, yeah. And you're gonna check in the wardrobe.
Yep.
As you open it up, it doesn't seem like there's anything that's been left behind. No.
How close it?
Sure, yeah. You close it. Okay. Just a closed wardrobe.
Open it just a little bit. And have a peek in.
It's exactly the same as you left it.
And I'll close it and go to bed.
Okay, sure.
After, of course, brushing my teeth. Brush your teeth, kids.
Brush your teeth before
Flossing.
bed, yeah.
People.
Flossing?
Not like that. Doing that. No?
Yeah.
Getting all those little bits out of my rock teeth.
Real.
Then I rinse.
Yeah.
Then I go to bed.
No mouth.
Then I get up and do it again.
Nah. No mouth. Just a little bit of water.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm a mouthwash person.
Best drinks of toothpaste.
Nice.
I like the minty flavor.
Nice.
Don't do this.
Okay. So you guys have a long rest. We are at a pretty good place to end the session. I know it's a little bit earlier.
Well, we did
Um,
start earlier as well, so.
Yeah, a little bit. We're about like 3.5 hours. Unless there's anything anybody wants to do before you go to bed, before you wake up and head off to the rest of your days. I will say that quickly, first of all, is there anything anybody wants to do in the morning?
I was just gonna ask Larisha where, like, the local library and stuff
Sure,
would
yeah.
be.
Yep. Anything else anybody wants to do?
Standard morning routine of exercise and prayer.
Oh my god.
Excellent. This guy is so fucking annoying.
Demonstrate.
We hate this guy.
Yeah, this guy. He's just a jock, you know, what can you
Yeah.
say?
Good Christian job.
Nero, as you wake up, you see there is a piece of parchment that has been slipped under your door in the middle of the night.
I hope this is like my alibi or something. I'll wake up.
Yep.
Is there like a basin in my room? Or is the...
Yeah, there is, yeah.
I will brush my... No.
I would brush my teeth again.
I will... what's
You
on
should
the parchment?
brush your
What's
teeth in
on-
the morning, everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. No, after breakfast though. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Just making sure.
Well, some people say beforehand, but I think it's
Really?
kind of icky.
I like to clean all the food bits off so
Me
I can
too.
have like a fresh mouth
Me too.
today. I'm going to pick up the parchment.
You turn it over, and the writing is looks like it was done in a hurry. It's like a loose cursive. And on it are the words "Consider Part 1 done," and it's like folded up. And a little piece of paper like flutters out from the center.
What's on the piece of paper?
Is actually a section from the entry book with your name on it and an exit time as well.
Aww.
One thing to note though, there is blood on the parchment and on the paper.
You're incriminated now.
You got a criminal friend.
I feel a little bit bad.
Did I release the big bad?
No, absolutely. Yeah.
Nah,
I
the
definitely
big
did.
good.
Big good. Changed person.
The
Didn't-
big morally grey.
Didn't have to do it, but this is funny because that had already been planned when you guys were like, oh shit, like what are we gonna do? Unfortunately, you don't have your weapons though. Bit
Yeah.
hard to squeeze under the door.
There you go.
Maybe
Maybe gotta go weapon shop.
maybe I left them somewhere else. El Vulture.
Assuming this is the vulture, who knows?
Look at this surname. What's the surname? Vulturare?
Volutare?
Oh. I read my
Would I make it so obvious? Ask yourselves that.
Volutare. It's still quite similar.
You didn't tell me, so I can't library it. Sorry, I've made a dot point of like everything that I want to know about in the library, and yeah. I got like
I'm so excited. Pog.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Pog!
8.
Poggers! Pog champ! Oh my god, Lucky's dead.
What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're called.
Thank God.
They're called fold.
No,
Oh, Lucky is dead.
Lucky D word.
It looks like.
Oh, bye, Lucky. He's gone.
Is- Okay.
Alright, well,
With
I
Lucky
can-
dead.
it might just be that the cord's been pulled out, so if you pull out the micro USB and then just put it back in.
I don't
Sorry,
like.
micro HDMI.
I don't
it's
like
the
the
bottom
strain
one.
this is putting on your camera, Holly.
Oh, Lucky's back.
Lucky's back.
I think like keep pulling on this cable pulling on your camera cannot be good for it. We need to work out a better solution.
Yeah, well.
I have some ideas.
Ooh, okay.
I'll discuss after the stream.
Pog jam. Well, that'll be the end of our stream for this evening. Did you guys have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Such
Slay.
a fun session.
That is slay.
Hello?
Oh, I can't fit in the frame. That's so sad.
Can easily pick up the camera.
Oh my god, the knife as well. Okay. Well, alright then. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We've ended early. So if you want to catch up on what you might have missed, we will upload the videos at some point. I need to name them. So it's on me, guys. It's my-
Well,
it's my bad.
3
I'll do
hasn't
that-
been edited yet or uploaded.
Okay, well I'll do 2 this weekend. Don't worry, it's gonna be up, and you guys can watch the first two episodes. These are the last 2 with Connor's character Saraf, to see why he's smelly and like nobody likes him.
It's the tobacco.
Let's see
It's on its way.
what happens there. We are going to be back in 2 weeks' time. Next week we are taking a break to do a board game night, so we won't be here. But we will be back the week after for session 5. Can you believe so much has happened at session
I
5?
know. This is so good.
It's
New
crazy.
campaign, new me.
Mm-hmm.
Get ready for next session because you guys are gonna see my special interest in full flight. We're gonna
Pirates?
do.
Are they wrong?
We could.
I'm gonna research pirates.
Do you want
as
to?
well.
Yeah, excellent.
You know, if you're booked and a
books,
boat's gonna
books and
attack you.
library, right?
Library time. With Zahryn. Library time with Zahryn.
Library time with Zahryn.
Fun little mini series. And weapon shopping.
Weapon shocking.
Big shopping
Weapon
episode.
shopping with Drefan and Nero, who's now a criminal. So I hope you guys
Chicken
enjoyed that.
You're welcome.
It's always a pleasure and never a chore to DM for you guys. Much love, and we'll see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Goodbye for now. Ciao.